You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily. You're tuned in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's Long Island Ducks game broadcast will begin shortly. Every game this season will be broadcast live on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network with high-definition video and audio via Boxcast. Fans can tune into the game on the Ducks' official Facebook page or YouTube channel, as well as the team's official website, liducks.com. Thank you for tuning in, and stand by for complete coverage of today's game. The box office is now open for 2018 individual ticket sales. Box office hours are Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can also purchase your tickets by calling 631-940-TIXX, going online to liducks.com, or visiting our mobile app. Season ticket packages and 10-game mini plans for the 2018 season are also available. To find out more information and secure your seats, please dial extensions 115 or 116 to speak with someone in our ticket office. Get your business recognized by hundreds of thousands of Long Islanders by taking advantage of the advertising and sponsorship opportunities currently available with the Long Island Ducks. For more information, please dial extension 106 or check us out on the web at liducks.com. The Ducks offer many packages available for groups with as little as 25 people to as many as 2,000. We offer block seating, pregame and in-game picnics, luxury suites, our exclusive Smoke and Owls party deck, and so much more. In addition, groups have the opportunity to take part in a variety of experiences, such as performing the national anthem or taking the field with the Ducks as the Dream Team. Group ticket packages for the 2018 season are now on sale. For more information on Ducks group outings, please dial extension 124 during normal business hours to speak with our Director of Group Sales. Looking for official Long Island Ducks merchandise, hard-to-find memorabilia, team apparel, and so much more? Then be sure to check out the Waddle Inn Shop, the official merchandise store of the Ducks. Fans can visit the shop online anytime at liducks.com by clicking the merchandise icon. For more information, please contact our Merchandise and Client Relations Manager at extension 110. Children 14 and under can become members of the Bethpage Federal Credit Union Long Island Ducks Kids Club today. Kids will receive a unique gift package and take part in a variety of fun activities that come with being a member of the Kids Club. For more information on how to sign your child up, please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102. Quacker Jack, the 8-time Best Long Island mascot, is now available for appearances at parties and other special events throughout the Long Island community. Please contact the Community Relations Department at extension 102 to find out more information and to book an appearance. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Today's game will begin momentarily.
This is Long Island Ducks baseball.
Justin Davies at the plate, the winning run at third. Crowd going nuts. Swung on, bouncing ball left side, off the mitt, up third
is Adam Bailey. He settles under it. He makes the catch. Adam Bailey makes the catch. And for a second straight year, the Atlantic League trophy will reside on Long Island. The Ducks are the Atlantic League champions.
Swinging a ground ball, hit toward short, charging in his lines. He fields, throws to first. The comeback is complete. From 2-0 down in the series, the Long Island Ducks have won 3 in a row at home. And for the 5th time in franchise history, they will head to the Atlantic League Championship Series.
And now it's time for the Long Island Ducks pregame show.
And live from Central Islip and Bethpage Ballpark, this is Long Island Ducks baseball, heard across the island, across the country, and around the world on the internet and elsewhere. David Weiss alongside Chris King, very happy to bring you the third game of this 3-game series pitting the Long Island Ducks against the Sugarland Skeeters. Can the Ducks sting the Skeeters to take this 3-game series? We will find out on an overcast and rather humid evening for baseball, but we expect any rain to hold off until the overnight hours, and it is a fireworks night, so a very large crowd is expected on hand between two rather evenly matched teams on paper. And they have played that way so far, splitting the first 2 games. Chris, always a pleasure to be sitting next to you.
Great to be here with you, David. And again, you look at the history of these two teams this season. The first series went to a rubber game. The Skeeters won it. The second series went to a rubber game. The Skeeters won it. This third series goes to a rubber game. It's time for the Ducks to finally claim that rubber game and win the series. And it's also the final game of the season-longest 9-game homestand. The Ducks are 4 wins and 4 losses on the homestand. So however this series goes, so goes the homestand. They certainly want to make it a winning homestand. And when you look at where both teams are on the standings right now, David, both teams second place in their respective divisions, 2 games back of the team they are chasing. The Ducks chasing the Patriots, the Skeeters chasing the Barnstormers. Only 15 games to go in the season's first half, so an absolutely huge game for both of these squads here tonight.
And we will have much more about the pitching matchup tonight, which, again, on paper is a beauty. The Ducks' longtime ace John Brownell against the right-hander for the Sugarland Skeeters, Connor Wade, who's among the league leaders in ERA. All that to come. When our pregame show continues, though, Chris King promises he has a surprise for us. I'm in the dark as well, but we will get to it after this.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden. And he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Chris King and David Weiss back at Bethpage Ballpark before tonight's rubber game of this 3-game series between the Long Island Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters. Now, I have kept David in the dark as to the contents of tonight's pregame feature. And, David, I'm sure you probably don't even know this, but tonight is our last game together in the first half. Okay, the first half ends 2 weeks from tomorrow night. So I thought this would be a fitting time to take a listen back to the best of David Weiss in the first half. Oh, yes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
You have had some dandies. All right. So, folks, at the end of this, I'm going to ask you all to vote on your favorite David Weiss call of the first half. But listen to them all, and then we're done, David. I'm going to ask you your favorite call. I'm going to let the folks know what mine is, and I'm going to ask them to vote online for their favorite David Weiss call. We begin back on Cinco de Mayo, David. Am I ringing a bell?
Oh, yes.
All right, here we go. Listen up, and again at the end, we'll ask you for your favorite. Here's David's best of the first half.
And the ground ball taken on a big hop by Dan Lyons. On the second for one. First double play, a bare-handed turn by Jordani Valdespin at second. DP, what a play. 1-1 count with a runner on. Here's the pitch. Bunted up in the air. Taken by K-Rod. Throw over is in time. Double play. Joey Wong trying to bunt. Got it up in the air. Francisco Rodriguez making the catch. Firing a fastball to David Washington at first for the twin-killing double play that retires the side. What a way to end it in the top of the ninth. But will the game end in the bottom of the ninth? Valdespin does have 2 homers on the season and 11 RBIs. His first 7 games plus. 1-0 pitch. Cranked way back right field on the Cinco de Mayo. Ay, caramba! That one will reach the Central Islip Biblioteca. Feliz Valdespin. Feliz Valdespin. Feliz Valdespin. Ducks win it. 6-5. It's over. Ducks win. Ducks win. Jordani Valdespin with his early Ducks signature moment. He gets the Gatorade bath with the ice. 6-5. Fireworks go off. The Ducks win it in one-long fashion. Wow! 1-0 pitch is swung on, hit a long way left field. Anthony Ray is going back. He's at the wall. And guess what? On Bark in the Park night, David Washington is barking up the right tree. That ball is chasing a car on Montauk Highway. David! It's 7-6, Road Warriors. David Washington with his 6th home run of the season. David Washington at 263. It's been something of a home run drought. 6 homers and 21 RBIs. Still leads the Ducks in home runs. And when he hits them, they leave the park and don't come back. And this one is hit a long way. Left center field. Corey Vaughn is going back. He's at the wall. And that one sails over the wall. Making it to the 18th green at Shinnecock.
David Washington, kid from nowhere, about to win the U.S. Open.
It's in the hole. It's in the hole. 1-0 Ducks on David Washington's 7th home run of the year. Coming set. Dunning. 0-2 pitch is on the way to Strasburger. Swing and a miss! 5 strikeouts for Strasburger. And the Ducks have won it. The Ducks feel the need for speed. Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. It's no good. This is the Long Island Ducks requesting a flyby. I'm sorry, the pattern is full. Too bad. Time for the Ducks to buzz the ballpark. Ducks win. Ducks win. A Top Gun win. 4 in a row for the Ducks. The Ducks win.
Well, there you have it. The best of David Weiss in the first half. David, we have 4 choices as to what you think was your best call. A, Feliz Valdespin on Cinco de Mayo. B, Bark in the Park, the Washington home run. C, the Washington home run at Shinnecock. Or D, the Top Gun final out. Which will it be?
Man, I'm interested to see the vote. And whether I win the popular vote and lose in the Electoral Comedy College, we'll see. I have to go with Feliz Valdespin because I ad-libbed that one. I really had not prepared that. And that just came out in a song. So that's what I go with. But I can't thank you enough for putting that together. And now it's time for me to go back to the home.
Well, now you got to try to top that tonight. That's the tough part.
I'll try. We got fireworks, and we've got the last day of spring.
That's true.
Summer arrives, I believe, at 6:04 tomorrow morning. So on the last day of spring, maybe with a summer theme, we'll do something tonight. But thank you so much for doing that.
No problem. Again, I think I'm voting Feliz Valdespin as well. I love the Biblioteca reference because anyone who's taken Spanish 1 knows that the Biblioteca is the library, of course. So that's all you know. And I love the Caddyshack references as well in the Shinnecock Washington home run. So a couple of favorites. But let's see what the folks say on the chat side of things and what they like the best.
And it was the Bark in the Park night where I did that great call of the David Washington homer, but got the score score wrong.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
The Ducks had actually tied it at 7, and I said the Ducks trailing 7-6. I was so excited about the call, forgot the score of the game. Typical.
Oh, don't let the facts get in the way of a good call, David. You know that.
That's right.
All right, so there you have it. The best of David Weiss, the first half of the 2018 season. We'll take a break, and when we come back, a closer look at the pitching matchup for this rubber game of the 3-game set. A pair of righties going head-to-head. It is Connor Wade for Sugarland and John Brownell. A chance to make a little history here tonight. We'll fill you in when we return.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolot walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, it's the Kinger, Chris King, and yours truly, David Weiss, as the Long Island Ducks host the Sugarland Skeeters in the last of a 3-game series against Sugarland. Pre-game activities to take place in just a moment as we've got the teams taking the field. The Ducks, wearing their red tops and white bottoms, are taking the field right now. And something very special with the national anthem. I met a bunch of these youngsters out in front of the ballpark who are warming up. East Quogue Elementary School marching band, the EQ Wildcats, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, and they are a cute bunch. They've got the bass drum there, they've got the flutes, they got the saxophones, the clarinets, and it brings me back to my elementary school days where I failed miserably at every instrument.
But it always sounds great, David. There's something about a band. You bring a band to any high school event, elementary school, middle school, college event, it makes it so much better. And I love when you see a full band like we have tonight to belt out the national anthem.
When you get a marching band, they are required to know 2 tunes. One, the national anthem. The other, theme from Rocky. And that's it. That's all you need. The Dream Teamers have taken the field. Oh, are they cute. The Sag Harbor Little Leaguers, I think about 80 of them are on the field, and the Babylon Little Leaguers as well. Color guard first base, the Plains Girl Scout Association from Levittown. Third base line, Cub Scout Pack 205 from Chris's neighborhood, East Islip.
That's it, my hometown right down the road, so I'm thrilled about that. And look at John Brownell. He's getting surrounded on the hill by the youngsters. It's a great scene. There's just so much going on, David. Every baseline in the middle of the field, it's a great scene.
And I do love these uniforms for the Ducks. I mean, they have so many different combinations, but the red tops, black sleeves, and the white pants.
Yeah, Heart Health Night is why they're wearing the red tonight. Obviously, they auction those off, red, white, and blue as well for charity at the end of the year.
So again, once we get on the other side of the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner, will tell you about this great pitching matchup tonight and what will be, we expect, a history-making night for the Ducks ace on the mound, John Brownell. We mentioned overcast skies. The wind is blowing toward left field. We expect the rain to hold off. If you're thinking of coming, we're waiting for you. Time now for the East Quogue Elementary School Marching Band, the EQ Wildcats, and our national anthem.
They're known as the EQ Wildcats, made up of 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. They will lead us now in the playing of our national anthem.
Wonderful job by the EQ Wildcats, the elementary school marching band from East Quogue. The flutes, the saxophones, the clarinets, the trumpets, the bass drum, and don't forget the snare drum. I remember playing on my drum pad in 4th grade, and if you could play Wipeout, that meant you were very popular.
And the cymbals, right? You got those cymbals coming together.
Oh, the cymbals, too. We got those, too. Great job by everyone. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. Here's Chris.
Well, thank you, David. First for Pete Incavilias visiting Sugarland Skeeters. They are 30-19 against second in the Freedom Division, 2 games back of the first-place Barnstormers. Derek Norris leads it off. He'll catch. Alvaro Rondon is the shortstop and 2-man. Matt Chavez at first base swings third, and Albert Cordero, the cleanup man, at third. Dennis Phipps will DH and bat 5th. Kyle Kibitza in right field hits 6th. Courtney Hawkins in left swings 7th. In the 8 hole, it's Colin Walsh, the second baseman, and batting 9th and playing center, Anthony Giansanti. And starting tonight on the hill for the Skeeters, it's Connor Wade, 2-1. David referred to it, an outstanding 2.90 earned run average. For Kevin Baez, Long Island Ducks, they're 26-22. They too second in their division, the Liberty. They too 2 games back of the first place team, the Somerset Patriots. Patriots will close out a 3-game set tonight in Lancaster with a rubber game there. Ducks playing the rubber game here tonight. Jordani Valdespin leads it off at second. Emilio Bonifacio, the 2-man at short. Travis Snyder will DH and bat third, and Lou Ford in left field hitting cleanup. David Washington at first bats 5th. Taylor Ard at third hits 6th. Batting 7th, Daniel Fields, the center fielder. Hitting 8th, Ramon Cabrera, the catcher. And batting 9th and patrolling right field, Anthony Vega. All that in support of the 34-year-old right-hander from Omaha, Nebraska, 6'3", 215-pound John Brownell, who, David, has a chance at history tonight, and it could come very soon.
Strikeout number 700 collectively as a Long Island Duck. Entering this season, John Brownell has 667 strikeouts as a Duck. This season, 32. Add that up, that's 699.
So we're sitting on a little history. Again, he'd be the second pitcher in Atlantic League history to get there, along with Tim Kaine, who played briefly for the Ducks and many other teams in the Atlantic League. So Brownie is 1 strikeout away from the 700 club, and it's just a matter of when, David. That's the thing, and not if tonight, but when that strikeout will come.
John Brownell, the Ducks' all-time leader in a number of categories entering the season, and strikeouts just one of them, looking for number 700. Let's see if it happens here. Derek Norris leading off for the Sugarland Skeeters. A righty-righty matchup as Norris stands in. And John Brownell ready to get it going. Kicks and deals first pitch, up high for a ball, 1-0.
Tonight's official, Suffolk Transportation Services, start time of the ball game, 6:38.
6:38. I think it's about 78 degrees, and we'll get that in a moment. 1-0 pitch, fouled straight back to the screen, 1-1.
Official, Southern Transportation Services, temperature of tonight's ball game, 73 degrees.
73, a little cooler.
Yeah, a little cooler. We were 84 last night, David, and 75 Monday, so the coolest of the 3.
Yeah, still a little humidity in the air, but a nice night for baseball and a very big crowd on hand. It's fireworks night. 1-1 pitch on the way, and it looked like it just missed the outside corner. It's 2 balls and a strike. To Norris on the season, he is at 228. Not all that common to see a catcher leading off in any lineup. He's got 4 homers, 22 RBIs, a couple of steals as well. Next pitch, hit in the air, playable, infield. David Washington, first baseman, calling everybody off. He's still coming over to the mound and makes the grab on the trot. And there's 1 up and 1 down.
Again, rubber game of our series tonight. The Ducks were 5-0 winners on Monday night. The Skeeters bounced back with a 7-2 victory last night. And again, this will determine the series winner in the 3rd series this season between the 2 teams. Both of the previous series, again, have gone to rubber games, and both times the Skeeters took that rubber game. 1 time here, 1 time down in Texas.
Alvaro Rondon, the shortstop for the Skeeters, batting second. As John Brownell kicks and deals as a ground ball to second base. Valdespin over to David Washington. Very quickly, 2 up, 2 down.
Important to keep him off, David. He had 3 stolen bases last night. Rondon, he was just a force all over the field.
Yeah, 11 for 14 in the stolen base department. A real catalyst on the bases. So that brings up Matt Chavez. He is 6th in hitting in the Atlantic League. Enters the game at .335. 2 homers, has knocked in 29. Very important man in that Sugarland lineup. First baseman for the Skeeters. First pitch is on the way, and there's hard slider or fastball that sails high. 1 ball and no strikes to Chavez. Just underway, Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters, the last of a 3-game series. This the rubber game. Each team has won a game thus far. 1-0 pitch is on the way. There's a ground ball to the left side. Taken on a big hop by Taylor R. The throw across in time and true. And a very easy and very quick 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across for the Skeeters at the top of the first. And that 1-2-3 makes this another PSEG Long Island energy efficient inning. With any energy efficiency programs from PSEG Long Island, saving on your electric bill is also as easy as 1-2-3. Visit PSEGLINY.com/save money. Just one more way. PSEG Long Island is making things work for you.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Dennis O'Grady, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at PSEGLINY.com/efficiency.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, fans, every walk by a Ducks banner this season is presented by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island offering the comprehensive quality care you need the moment you need it. City MD Urgent Care. Need a doctor? Just walk in.
So at Bethpage Ballpark, it's the Ducks, Sugarland Skeeters, as the Ducks come up for the first time here tonight. Valdespine, Bonifacio, Snyder to face Sugarland's Connor Wade. He's making his 6th start and 12th appearance overall, a 2-1 record, 2.90 ERA among the league leaders. What's eye-popping in terms of the stats, Chris, 22 strikeouts and 40 in the third innings pitched, only 3 walks.
Yeah, incredible control, absolutely, for Connor Wade, who spells his Connor Konner. A little unusual. Of all the Connor spellings I've seen, and I have a son, Connor, none ever like that.
Of course, Connor King, with the name that's perfect for any sport, is a future Long Island Duck. No doubt about that. Valdespine at the plate. Second and hitting in the Atlantic League. Comes into the game at .342. 4 homers, has knocked in 23s. He takes outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Giordani, former major leaguer. Batting from the left side against the righty. Connor Wade, 1-0 pitch, missing outside. Very quickly 2-0 to Valdespine. Giordani in his first season with the Ducks, 12th in professional baseball. 4 years up at the show, 2 seasons with the Mets back in 2012, 2013, 2 with the Marlins in 2014 and 15. 2-0 pitch on the way. Valdespine taking all the way, and it drops low and inside, and it's 3 balls, no strikes.
It's interesting, David. You mentioned he's second in the league in hitting. He's the former Met. The guy he's chasing who leads the league in hitting, a former Yankee, Rico Noel of the Barnstormers, who's at .350. So Valdespine just 8 points back right now.
And a 3-0 pitch on the way. Valdespine taking all the way, and it's a strike. 3-1. I guess you could make a case for a couple of players, but Chris and I, being as objective as possible, are looking at Giordani, and he is the player of the year for the first half of this season.
I agree, David. No doubt about it.
Not just for the Ducks, but for the entire Atlantic League. 3-1 pitch is on the way, and that's just outside. Giordani is aboard. That is our first walk of the game, and this first Ducks walk brought to you by City MD Urgent Care. There are over 15 City MD locations across Long Island. Need a doctor? Just walk in.
Well, Giordani got the suspense over with early tonight, David. A walk, so make it on base 15 straight games, the longest run of any Duck this season.
And Emilio Bonifacio playing shortstop tonight. Of course, his versatility, one of the great things about him, as he's now in something of a platoon with Dan Lyons, but Bonifacio will find himself in the game at other areas, and he grounds one toward short, taken by Alvaro Rondon. And he flips over to Chavez for the rather easy 6-6-3 double play. Very quickly, 2 down. Bonifacio just tapping that one to Rondon and to his left. So that meant he was going toward the bag anyway, and that could not have been any more of a tailor-made double play. So 2 out, nobody on now. As Valdespin is erased, and Travis Snyder, the DH, batting third, stepping to the plate.
A huge pitch for Wade there. Instead of dealing with all that Valdespin speed and the talent of Bonifacio at the dish, they're both erased on 1 pitch.
Valdespin with 11 steals, caught stealing only twice, didn't even have time to get that stat out before that double play was turned. Snyder takes a strike. So it's 0-1. Travis at 267, 6 homers, and has knocked in 34, leading the Ducks in RBIs. Batting from the left side, slightly open stance, 0-1 pitch. Looked like he wanted to pull the trigger, but held off, and it does catch the inside corner. 0-2 to Travis Snyder. In the RBI department, he is tied for 3rd in ribbies in the Atlantic League. Connor Wade kicks and deals the 0-2 on the way, just up high with the fastball, 1-2. Lou Ford looming on deck.
Would that be Lewming?
Absolutely. Chris just finishing that off for me. That's exactly what we're referring to. 1-2 pitch, and Snyder just barely gets a piece to stay alive. 1-2, 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the first. Ducks and Sugarland Skeeters scoreless so far.
Again, also the last game of the 9-game homestand for the Ducks. They have won 4 and lost 4. So this game, David, determines the series winner, and it determines if the homestand is a winning or losing homestand. You never want to have a losing homestand, especially when it's the longest one of the season.
The old saying, play 500 on the road and take care of business at home.
Yep.
1-2 pitch on the way to Snyder. Swing and a miss, pulling the string nicely was Connor Wade, and Snyder way out in front. He goes down swinging. First strikeout for Wade in the inning for the Ducks. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, but with a double play, nobody left. We finished 1 at Bethpage Ballpark. Scoreless. Skeeters nothing, Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is shortstop Dan Lyons, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickolock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, the Ducks Health Report brought to you by Island Shore Physical Therapy, the official therapist of the Long Island Ducks. Audie Affiner still with a broken finger, Andrew Barbosa shoulder tightness, and Rob Rogers, the Islip native, unfortunately done for the season. He will have Tommy John surgery.
Albert Cordero, third baseman, cleanup hitter for the Sugarland Skeeters, leading off here in the top of inning number 2 against John Brownell. Cordero batting from the left side against the righty. Brownell looking for his first strikeout of the game, which would be his 700th as a Long Island Duck. And the first pitch gets over for a strike. Cordero at 3:02 coming into the game. Sugarland third baseman, 6 homers, 25 RBIs. There's a ground ball right side, and it's no balls and 2 strikes, so this could be the pitch. It's Cordero, Dennis Phipps, and Kyle Kubica. Numbers 4, 5, and 6 to face Brownell had a very easy top of the first. 0-2 pitch is on the way, and there's a ground ball, second base. Valdespin, plenty of time. We'll flip it over to Washington at first. 4 up and 4 down for John Brownell.
Well, David, just so you know, anytime John Brownell gets 2 strikes on a batter, I will go mute. Okay, so I don't want to step on that potential historic call of yours. So just put the tape over my mouth anytime a hitter has 2 strikes on him at the plate.
And you mentioned Tim Kaine, the only other pitcher who has accomplished 700 strikeouts, but I believe Brownell would have the most strikeouts with one team.
That is correct, absolutely. Kaine was all over the Atlantic League. Good point.
Phipps, the DH, takes a strike on the outside corner. Good slider from Brownell. Phipps at 304, 5 homers, 16 RBIs. Righty-righty matchup here. As Phipps puts all that weight on his back foot and then launches into the ball. Takes up high with the fastball. It's 1-1 to Dennis Phipps.
All right, Phipps, David, did strike out here 3 times in the game Monday night.
Had a big night last night, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, 1 driven in the 7-2 Sugarland win here at Bethpage Ballpark. As Brownell misses, it's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on, top of the second, no score yet. Ducks and Sugarland. Brownell kicks and deals the 2-1. It's hit a mile high, playable, short center field, going back out on the grass. Bonifacio in left center, if you will, makes the grab. So Phipps pops out. 5 up, 5 down, 4 ground balls, and a pop-out. Brownell on his game.
Yeah, really impressive start for John. And Dave, one of the incredible stats for Brownell this year, he has not won a start at home this year. He has started 5 home games, lost them all. 0-5, not even a no decision. So John Brownell, who's normally money in the bank at home, trying to get going here at the Duck Pond.
Kyle Kubica?
Kubica.
Yeah. Right fielder for the Sugarland Skeeters, standing in from the left side. First pitch from Brownell. Outside corner for a strike. Good fastball, 0-1. Kubica at 245, 7 homers, has knocked in 29.
And David, he has struck out 53 times, second most in the league. He might be your guy.
0-1 pitch on the way, and there's a swing and a miss. John Brownell is 1 strike away from number 700. 0-2, 2 down. Nobody on.
And Kubica is kibitzing at the plate, David.
A lot of kibitzing there. Brownell kicks and deals. The 0-2 is on the way, and that is down low. Ramon Cabrera blocking that one, although nobody is on. 1-2, 2 down. Kubica, the right fielder. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss! Number 700 for John Brownell! Big ovation from the crowd here at Bethpage Ballpark. Brownell has done something no pitcher in Atlantic League history has ever done. 700 strikeouts with 1 team. The Ducks' all-time leader in so many categories gets high fives up and down the Ducks dugout. John Brownell, 700!
What a moment, David. What a moment. And they do let the crowd know it. They put it on the big scoreboard. So John Brownell gets it done here tonight. Just the second in league history to do it. But as you mentioned, the other guy, Tim Kaine, played for many teams. Brownie has been a Duck his entire 7-year career.
3 up and 3 down. In fact, John Brownell has retired the first 6 at the end of an inning and a half here at Bethpage Ballpark. We're scoreless. Skeeters nothing, the Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Rob Rogers, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, Lou Ford at the plate, facing Connor Wade for the Sugar Land Skeeters. First pitch to Lou is inside. 1 ball and no strikes, scoreless, bottom of the second. Ford in his typical cleanup spot, playing left field here tonight. Lou on the season at .253, 4 homers, 31 RBIs, and he shoots one down the right field line, and that is a base hit. Ford takes a big turn at first, but will stop there. Kubica, right fielder, good arm, holding Lou, who still can run at age 41, to turn 42 on August 12th. Lou is on board, first hit of the game for either team.
Well, don't forget, Duck fans, you can follow along all season long as the Long Island Ducks try and meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 home runs, Chappie's Funeral Homes will donate $5,000 to the Cracker Jack Foundation. Chappie's Funeral Homes, where caring for others is our family tradition. Ducks hit 34 home runs, and the guy at the plate, David Washington, leads them with 8 long balls.
And I've called a couple of them this season. David Washington hits moonshots. Never gets cheated on his cuts. First pitch, fastball outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Washington at .248. Again, leading the Ducks in homers with 8. He has knocked in 26. Open stance from the left side and facing the righty, Connor Wade. Lou Ford with a short lead at first base. 1-0 pitch on the way, well outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Every time I look at Lou Ford, every time he does something positive, which he does every game he plays, I use the line that you heard in When Harry Met Sally. I'll have what he's having. How does he do it?
It is incredible. It really is.
2-0 pitch on the way to Washington. Smack! Colin Walsh at second base. Over to second for 1 and back to first. Is it in time? Yes. As David Washington busting it down the line, but was nipped at first base. That went from Colin Walsh to shortstop Rondon. And back to Matt Chavez at first, 4-6-3. The Ducks have just hit into their second double play in as many innings.
Yeah, same pattern. They get the leadoff man aboard, and the next hitter up wraps into a double play. Bonifacio did it in the first, and now Washington in the second. So Connor Wade's best friend, the twin killing, has already arrived twice tonight in 2 innings.
That brings up the Ducks' third baseman, 6th man in the order, Taylor Ard at .268, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. Righty-righty matchup here. As Ard takes a hard slider, hits the outside portion of the plate. It's 0-1 to Taylor. So Ducks have the only hit of the game and the only base runners of the game as John Brownell, Ducks ace, retiring the first 6 he has faced. Bottom of the second, no score. Ard, ground ball off the fence that guards the Sugarland dugout. It's quickly 0-2 to Taylor.
Well, both of these teams, David, head to Pennsylvania for their next series. The Ducks will be in Lancaster to take on the Barnstormers. These Skeeters will be in York to take on the Rebs starting tomorrow night.
Just the last of the Ducks' 9-game homestand. 0-2 pitch way up high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As Chris mentioned, the Ducks have split the first 8 on this homestand, and you don't want to finish any homestand under 500.
Yeah, they won 2 of 3 from the Crabs, lost 2 of 3 to the Stormers, and now this series even at 1 apiece.
1-2 pitch to Ard, well inside, nearly hit him. So the count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 down, and we're in the bottom of the second. So got plenty of deuces involved right here. The breeze continues to blow toward left field, which should help anybody batting from the right side who pulls it in the air. And that one is pulled and on the ground. Third baseman Alberto Cordero takes the ball and throws it across to Matt Chavez. And that will retire the side. So for the second straight inning, the Ducks get the leadoff man aboard. But there was another double play and nobody left. Nothing across. So for the Ducks, a 0 goes up. And at the end of 2 here at Bethpage Ballpark, still scoreless. Skeeters nothing, Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is Bud Harrelson, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden. And he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, around the Atlantic League last night, the big game for these two teams was at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, PA. The Patriots beat the Barnstormers 7-3. In York, Pennsylvania, the Revs all over the Road Warriors 9-3. And in Britain, Connecticut, the Bees all over the Blue Crabs 10-1 your final there.
So that Somerset victory did not help the Ducks, but it certainly did help the Skeeters.
Yep, sure did.
So Courtney Hawkins at the plate. Left fielder for the Sugarland Skeeters. 7, 8, and 9 to face John Brownell, who's already made history here tonight. If you're just tuning in, you missed it. It was in the top of inning number 2, and there's a ground ball. In the shift, Jordani Valdespin takes it to the left of second base and throws out Hawkins for the first out. Nope, he's safe.
Hey, he legged it out, David, and he did a great job. As you called it, Ducks were in the shift, which you don't see too much, and he hit right into it, but Hawkins able to motor down to first and beat a close play out.
That was handled cleanly by Valdespin, but not hit all that hard. Kind of a worm burner. And Hawkins, with his speed, did beat it out. So an infield hit, first hit of any kind against John Brownell. So for the first time, the Skeeters have their leadoff man aboard. Colin Walsh, the second baseman at the plate, batting from the left, and takes a strike right down Carlton Avenue, 0-1. Walsh on the season at .265, no homers, 7 RBIs. As Brownell comes set. And a pitch skips away from catcher Ramon Cabrera. And jogging on down to second base is Courtney Hawkins, who is now in scoring position. We'll see how that scored, but the result the same as Hawkins in scoring position now at second.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a wild pitch as it spun in the dirt, and Cabrera tried to keep it in front of him and could not. So a wild pitch on Brownell puts a runner in scoring position with nobody out here for the visitors.
Hawkins just 1 for 1 in the stolen base department, but does have speed. And Walsh at the plate now with nobody out, looking to pull the ball at the very least to get Hawkins to move over to third. 1-1 pitch on the way. It's a fastball wide of the plate. 2 balls and a strike to Walsh. So the first true threat here in this game. We're early. It's top of the third. No score. But Sugarland now. There's nobody out, and a runner on second. That's Hawkins. And the pitch to Walsh gets the outside corner, and the count now even at 2-2.
Now, we talked about John Brownell's 700th strikeout. The only other pitcher in the league with that many is Tim Kaine, 737. But, David, he played with 4 different Atlantic League teams, including the Ducks.
2-2 count to Colin Walsh. Pitch on the way is fisted. Little looper, center field. Daniel Fields, though, comes in a few steps and makes the catch in short center, and there's a big first out here in the top of the third.
And Tim Kaine played 4 years with the Newark Bears, 4 years with the Bridgeport Bluefish, 2 years with the Long Island Ducks, and 1 year as a Camden River Shark, and he was known for an incredible curveball, the famous Tim Kaine curveball. And I'll tell a story about that in a minute, David, because it was a curveball that helped the Ducks at one time as well.
Anthony Giansanti, the center fielder, number 9 man in the order for Sugarland, is at the plate. Righty-righty matchup. Courtney Hawkins dancing off second base. There's one down now, and this one is ripped left center field. Lou Ford goes on over, now gives way to Daniel Fields, center fielder, makes the catch in left center, and tagging and making it to third rather easily is Courtney Hawkins. That one was hit rather long way, but just did not carry. And well in front of the warning track, Fields went over and made the grab, but they're now 2 down.
So big batter here, Derek Norris at the top of the order, and he has really struggled in this series. He is now 0 for 9 in the 3-game set. The only player on either team, David, that's played every game of the series and doesn't have a hit.
Norris was 0 for 5 last night in the Skeeters' 7-2 win over the Ducks. So Norris, who popped to first his first time up against Brownell. John with a chance to get out of this, and this one is ripped down the left field line, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Coming in to score is Courtney Hawkins easily. In with a stand-up double is Derek Norris. So Hawkins, who led off with a single, Ended up at third after 2 fly balls to center field, but Norris with a double down the left field line. It's 1-0 Skeeters.
How about that? Not a bad time for your first hit of the series, right, David? It took him 10 at-bats to get his first base hit, but he did it in the biggest spot with 2 outs, and it puts the visitors in front.
Well, at the plate is always a guessing game. Looked like Norris was guessing something off speed, and he just ripped it down the line, staying behind it and keeping it fair. Alvaro Rondon is a bunt down the first base line, but it kicks foul. Rondon had everybody rather deep, and with his speed trying to beat one out. But it just kicked foul the last couple of moments before grabbed by first baseman David Washington. So it is no balls and a strike to Rondon.
Well, talking about that Tim Kaine curveball, David, he was playing for the Bluefish in 2004, the most famous regular season game in Ducks history, the August 9th Classic. He hung that curveball to Kamara Barti, who hit maybe the most famous regular season home run in Ducks history, tying that one-game playoff with the Bluefish on a hanger from Kaine.
And there's a ground ball foul down the right field line by Rondon, so quickly 0-2. And that was a game in which, midway through, it just didn't seem as if it was the Ducks' night.
Nope, until Kamara hit that home run. They were down 4-1. They got a run in that inning to make it 4-2, and then Kaine hung the curveball to Barti, who hit 27 homers that year for the Ducks, but none more famous than the one that tied the game at 4.
Yeah, one of the most memorable in Ducks history, which got the Barti started that night.
That's right. You tell the story, David, from the ferry that night, because the fans wouldn't go anywhere until Barti came off the bus, and they went nuts.
Went berserk, and I had the pleasure that night, along with Mike Graham, my good buddy and former broadcast partner here, to have taken the bus back from the ferry back to the ballpark here, and it really was the party bus.
Yeah.
Became the love boat to the party bus. Rondon, 1-2 pitch is ripped to right field. Anthony Vega's going back, reaches up, makes the grab on the warning track. Vega with his speed, making a fine jogging catch in the right field corner. And that saved another run for Sugarland in the top of the third. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left. Go to the bottom of the third here at Bethpage Ballpark. Score now, Sugarland 1, Long Island 0.
Hey fans, this is manager Kevin Baez, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Well, hey, Duck fans, the final out on the top of the third inning tonight was the 15th out of our ball game. Now, did you know that a 15-minute call to Geico could save you 15% or more on your car insurance? Get a free quote today. Call 1-800-947-AUTO. That's 1-800-947-AUTO, or visit geico.com.
We mentioned how historic this night has already been, with John Brownell registering strikeout number 700 as a Long Island Duck. It also happens to be, as we mentioned in the pregame show, in case you've forgotten, the last day of spring. A season that began wet, clammy, cold, rainouts, rain delays, all kinds of things that affected baseball on every level, but ended with some very nice warm weather. And then at 6:04, I believe, tomorrow morning, we welcome summer, and there's no better time to be a Long Island Duck fan than during the summer months. The kids are now out from school, and we sail right into July and August, looking for the Ducks to continue their winning ways. Daniel Fields at the plate for the Ducks, batting from the left side against the righty, Connor Wade. There's a ground ball taken on a couple of hops by first baseman Matt Chavez, One up and one down for Fields, who came into the game at 244, 1 homer, 11 RBIs. He's retired, 1 down, as Connor Wade has faced the minimum. Just 7 batters now. The Ducks getting their leadoff man aboard in both the bottom of the first and bottom of the second, but that was followed immediately by double plays in each frame.
So maybe that's the plan, David. Don't get the leadoff man on, and now you can do something with your 2-hitter here in Ramon Cabrera.
Catcher for the Long Island Ducks at the plate. Wide open stance from the left side. He takes a strike down the middle. Fastball from Connor Wade. 0-1. Cabrera at 262. Has not hit a homer. Has knocked in 8, playing in his 28th game for the Ducks. Holds the bat high. Again with that open stance. 0-1 pitch on the way. Looked like he wanted to go, but held off, and it was outside. 1-1. Anthony Vega, the number 9 man, right fielder, waiting on deck. 1-0 Skeeters, bottom of the third at Bethpage Ballpark. Big crowd on hand. It's another fireworks night. And a foul looped out of play, left side. Count now 1-2 to Ramon. It is a short sleeve night, although some folks did bring along jackets just in case raindrops appeared, but we do not expect that during the game, unless this one goes into the overnight hours. And you never know. Some rain expected after midnight. It is a ground ball toward the middle, taken by shortstop Rondon. The throw across in time to get Cabrera 2 down.
Well, Lou Ford tonight was our 10th batter of the game. Did you know that you could join Planet Fitness for as low as $10 a month? Visit planetfitness.com today to find out your nearest club and learn more.
And here's Anthony Vega, who caught a moving Ducks train this year, coming aboard a couple of weeks ago, playing in his 15th game. Off to kind of a slow start at 156, but only a matter of time before he gets hot. Vega can make so much happen in the field and especially at the plate with his speed. From the left side, he takes it down low, 1 ball, no strikes to Vega. 5 hits in his first 32 at-bats, which is very un-Vega-like. 1-0 pitch on the way, a big swing, foul toward the Ducks dugout, 1-1.
He had 2 hits in his first game of the year, David, so only 3 hits in his last 13 games. But you mentioned that speed. I go back to the last out in the top of the inning. Rondon crushed that ball to right. Anybody else out there, I don't think they're getting to it, but he got to it and put it away.
Yeah, agreed. 1-1 pitch. Vega looked like he wanted to bunt. He had Albert Cordero, the third baseman, deep at third, well back in the dirt. And now he moves in several steps to the grass. It's 2 balls and a strike as Wade missed with that fastball. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch to Vega. Big swing and a miss. Count now even at 2-2. 1 run, 2 hits for the Skeeters. Ducks no runs. They got a leadoff single in the second inning from Lou Ford, who was erased on a double play just a couple of moments later. This looked like a good pitching matchup on paper, and that's what we have so far. 2-2 pitch on the way to Vega, low and inside. Count full, 3-2.
And really, David, starting pitching was the difference in the first 2 games of this series. Monday night, Jake Fisher, outstanding for Long Island in the 5-0 win. Last night, Dallas Beeler, lights out for the Skeeters in their 7-2 win.
Plus the job of the relief corps for Sugar Land.
Yes.
Incredible last night. 3-2 pitch, ground ball toward the middle, and that should make Vega feel very good. A base hit right up the middle. So a 2-out single, Vega aboard, and with his speed, even with that 156 average, he's 4 for 5 in the stolen base department. And you would think with Valdespin being able to handle that as well as anybody at the top of the lineup, Vega might be taking off at some point during this at-bat.
Interesting call here for Kevin Baez because, again, the good news is the Ducks can't have Vega raced on a double play ball with 2 outs. Every previous base runner has been wiped out on a twin killing.
Although something you don't see very much, especially up at the major league level, a little hit and run action here. Let's see what happens as Vega takes a lead and then is chased back with the attempted pickoff from Wade, who throws over. Valdespin walked the lead off the bottom of the first. Bonifacio waiting on deck, hit into a double play, erasing that. Valdespin again, one of the leading hitters in the Atlantic League, and has done anything you could possibly want offensively. As he takes up high, it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, I guarantee you this, David. He will be in the All-Star game, which is 3 weeks from tonight. Wednesday night, July 11th on this field. He'll be in the All-Star game without a doubt.
We mentioned 4 years up at the major league level, and he continues this. He won't be here much longer, so enjoy Giordani while you can. 1-0 pitch on the way. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1.
And if you go to YouTube and type in Jordany Valdespin, I'm the man, there is this incredible video that was put together by a Mets fan of all the amazing things he did with the Mets, including a 3-run homer, his first big league hit, a walk-off grand slam.
Wow.
And again that year, he set a Mets record there with 5 pinch hit home runs in the same year.
I got to check that out.
Yeah, you got to see it. It's so well done. It has all of Gary Cohen's great calls.
1-1 pitch, and going was Vega, who would have had that base stolen, but a little hit-and-run action there.
Yeah.
Kevin Baez is very old school when it comes to putting runners in motion, making things happen. Valdespin fouled it out of play to the left, but you got to like that.
Well, Valdespin, so many doubles, the league leader in triples, extra base hits, just roll off his bat, and when you put Vega in motion, you get a chance to score him all the way from first base if Jordany can do his thing.
So the count 1-2 to Jordany at the plate. Vega taking a fairly healthy lead near the cutout. And the 1-2 as the runner holds, and Valdespin ruins an off-speed pitch, fouling it out of play to the left again. And the count holds at 1-2. Suffice to say, it's more than just about the numbers. Valdespin, when he comes to the plate, there isn't a pitcher in the league who wants to face him.
Not right now, no.
Wade gets the sign from catcher Derek Norris and will instead throw on over. Fairly close, diving back is Vega. So the count remains 1-2. With 2 down, 1 on. Ducks trailing by a run, bottom of the third. Valdespin at the plate. Jordany with 4 homers has knocked in 23, and again that .342 average coming in, which remains the same. Walking his first time up. Runner goes, a swing and a miss as Valdespin strikes out, a rarity, as he again just tried to make contact with Vega, having that base stolen. So Valdespin goes down on strike. Second strikeout for Connor Wade. In the inning for the Ducks, no runs, a hit, a man left. We have finished 3 at Bethpage Ballpark. Score remains Skeeters 1, Ducks nothing.
Hey fans, this is outfielder and hitting coach Lou Ford, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Well, Duck fans, New York Sports Day is one of the largest independent New York sports news sources out there for coverage of the Ducks, the Mets, Yankees, major and minor league baseball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and more. Visit nysportsday.com. New York Sports Day, your independent Gotham sports news source. Bethpage Ballpark, 1-0, Ducks trailing. It is top of the 4th, Ducks against the Sugarland Skeeters. To take you along for the next 4, here's the Kinger, Chris King.
Well, thank you very much, David Weiss. John Brownell back to work in his 4th inning and misses here on the first pitch to Matt Chavez for ball 1. For the Skeeters, a run on 2 hits and no errors. For the Ducks, no runs, 2 hits and no errors. A Derek Norris RBI double in the 3rd inning that brought home Courtney Hawkins, our only run tonight. Brownie's 1-0 is taken deep to right center field. Daniel Fields on his horse, won't get there. It'll roll all the way to the wall. Chavez is going to pull into second with a leadoff double, standing up.
Yeah, that one was hit like one of my drives at Shinnecock. That one slicing away, unfortunately, from Fields, who plays a very, very good center field. But no way he was going to catch up with that. Bounced against the wall, and Chavez, one of the leading hitters in the Atlantic League, came in 6th in hitting with a .335 average, cruising into second with a leadoff double.
So it'll bring up Albert Cordero, the third baseman. He grounded out to second, his only time through. So Skeeters with a chance here to add to this 1-0 lead in the top of the 4th inning. Brownell stares home to Ramon Cabrera. Comes set at the belt, a check of Chavez in the pitch. Pulled on the ground to second, couple of hops for Valdespin, whose only play is to first. So productive out for Cordero, who gets Chavez to third with just one away.
I'd like to point something out. Chris will not like this. I'm going to do it anyway. The first 3 innings were played in 40 minutes. Now, if you extrapolate and triple that, you've got a 2-hour ball game. Now, I know that never happens. Things slow down as you get further into the game, but Chris hates that, so
I do.
The game's zipping along.
The kiss of death has just arrived.
We'll be here till 2 in the morning.
David Weiss. Here is Dennis Phipps with a drawn in infield for the Ducks as they'll try to cut off Chavez at the plate on a ground ball. And it's ball 1 to Phipps. He popped out to short back in the 2nd inning. So Brownell here trying to keep it a 1-run game. John's 1-0 is popped up on the infield. Brownell gets behind home to back up. It's center field for Daniel Fields, but shallow enough that the runner Chavez can't advance 2 away.
A very shallow center. Off the bat, I think Chris and I both thought that was an infield
Yeah, I
pop-up.
did for sure.
Yeah, but short center, but with Fields' momentum coming toward the plate, that wasn't nearly deep enough for Chavez to attempt coming home. He did fake it to try to entice a throw, but a big second out for Brownell. And we'll see if he can wriggle out of this with the Ducks just trailing by 1.
So here's Kyle Kubica. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning. It was the 700th strikeout for John Brownell as a Long Island Duck. Here he grounds it foul, first base side, 0-1. And again, David pointed out, Brownell the only pitcher in Atlantic League history to do it with one team. This is his 7th season as a member of the Ducks. Tim Kaine, the only other pitcher over 700 strikeouts. He's got 737. But he did that with the Bears, the Bluefish, the Ducks, and the River Sharks. There's a little history here tonight, and David had a terrific call on it. The 0-1 here is pulled through the right side, though, by Kubica. That will score Chavez, and it's 2-0 Sugarland.
So how about that? In both cases, in the 3rd and 4th, it took a 2-out base hit after it seemed Brownell might be able to escape difficulty in both frames. 2-out base hits, a double in the 3rd from Norris, and in this case, an RBI single from Kubica in the 4th, and it's 2-zip Skeeters.
So 2-0 Sugarland, 2 runs now on 4 hits. And here's Courtney Hawkins, who singled and scored back in the 3rd. Here he bounces it to 3rd, but a foul ball played there by Taylor Ard. And that's strike 1 on Hawkins. Last night, Kubica and Hawkins went back-to-back, hitting home runs on consecutive pitches from Jair Jurgens in the top of the 6th. And David, just like that, a 2-1 game went to 4-1 in favor of the visitors. So we know he's got the power. Hawkins last night got to 10 home runs. He tied Blake Galen of the Barnstormers for the league lead, and then Galen hit one in his game. So Galen played one-upsmanship once again, and right now Galen, the league leader in homers, with 11. Hawkins one behind him at 10. Brownell's 0-1 is crushed foul down the left field line, and luckily landed in the walkway between the 100 and 200 levels, so nobody was hit by that.
We mentioned on the way in, Lancaster leading the Freedom Division with a record of 31-16. Sugarland also playing 600-plus ball at 30-19, and lead the league in team ERA at 3.24. Tough to play, come from behind against Sugarland.
It really is. The 0-2 here coming to Hawkins with a runner going is down low. The throw from Cabrera not in time, and Kubica has the stolen base, his 3rd of the year in 4 tries. David, I told you about this last night. The Skeeters bring out 4 relievers from their bullpen, and the Ducks don't get a single hit off any of those 4 relievers in the final 16 outs, or 12 outs retired by those 4 relievers. Ducks didn't get a single hit against any of the bullpen relievers. Here a strikeout, but the ball gets away from Cabrera, has to throw to Washington to make it official, and the side retired on John Brownell's 701st career strikeout as a member of the Long Island Ducks. The Skeeters do get a run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the last of the 4th on Long Island. Sugarland up 2-zip.
Hey fans, this is left-handed pitcher Andrew Barbosa, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the beer garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Checking out the Ducks' schedule after they wrap up their 9-game homestand with this game tonight. The Ducks hit the road to Lancaster for 4 games. That's tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then return home for 4 against the York Revolution. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday against the Road Warriors. There are 4 ways to get your Long Island Ducks tickets for all their home games at the Bethpage Ballpark box office right here. Online, liducks.com, via the Ducks mobile app, or by calling 631-940-TIXX, 940-8499.
So we moved to the last of the fourth. Sugarland Skeeters with a 2-0 lead now over the Flock. And the right-hander Connor Wade into his 4th inning of work against the 2-man. Emilio Bonifacio grounded into a double play back in the opening inning as the Ducks hit into 2 twin killings in the first 2 frames. And now Bonifacio ahead here 1-0. He started the night batting .293. He was 3 for 3 Monday night, saw that average go over 300. And then last night 0 for 4, dropped right back under 300. The 1-0 is taken in the air to center field. Jan Santi had him played perfectly, though, and puts it away for the first down.
Hit pretty well. Batting to the left side, that one sliced right to where Jan Santi was standing. So the Ducks getting some good cuts against Connor Wade. But we mentioned that slim ERA of 2.90 entering the game. He hasn't given up a run to this point. And we also mentioned that Sugarland is a tough team. Once they get their nose out in front with their team ERA, with that great bullpen, not easy. It's a difficult task.
Yeah, Sugarland number 1 in team ERA, 3.24. Ducks were number 2 coming into last night's game, but they gave up the 7 runs and fell to number 3 at 3.58. So last night we featured the top 2 pitching teams ERA-wise in the Atlantic League. So Pete Incaviglia out for a quick word with home plate umpire Fred DeJesus. I'm not sure what that was about. And here's Travis Snyder, a strikeout victim swinging, and he takes a backdoor curve wide for ball 1. Connor Wade, a 26-year-old righty from Scottsdale, Arizona, selected by the Rockies in the 7th round of the 2013 draft. He played college baseball in his home state at the University of Arizona. A 1-0 here is ripped into right field. So Travis Snyder has his first hit, a 1-out single for Long Island.
Hit that one well as well. Yeah, you take a look at the uniforms tonight. The Ducks again on Heart Health Night, and they've got the red shirts on. I do like the color combination. I happen to like these road unis for the Sugarland Skeeters. It says Skeeters across their chest. It's got like a double white line. Kind of unusual, but I like it.
It's got that horizontal striping, which wraps around the midsection. So, yeah, both teams wearing their alternate uniforms tonight, and it does make for a good visual effect. Here's Lou Ford. He singled down the right field line his first time up. He represents the tying run at the plate. And there's strike 1 on some breaking stuff from Connor Wade. Ford 2 for 4 last night. His double was the only extra base hit the Ducks had. They had 6 singles and a 4 double in a 7-2 loss. 0-1 is taken again down the right field line for another base hit for Lou. That'll go all the way to the track. Snyder going to third. Kevin Baez going to windmill him home. Here comes the relay throw. Not in time. Lou Ford, an RBI double. Travis Snyder scores. The Ducks are on the board. It's a 2-1 game.
the absolutely ageless Lou Ford, age 41. We point that out ad nauseum because there are very few, if any, 41-year-olds doing what Lou continues to do. And by the way, in the right field corner, Kyle Kubica had a tough time corralling that baby. And that all unfolded in front of Kevin Baez in his third base coaching area. Windmilling Travis Snyder home, no problem. Lou into second, standing up.
And now David Washington with a chance to tie the game with a base hit. Washington, 2, grounded into a double play his first time up, went after the first pitch from Wade and came up empty, 0-1. So the Ducks finally break through on the right-hander here in the fourth. They cut the lead in half and still have just one away with Ford at second base. Washington readies for the 0-1 as Wade checks Ford and then gets a foul ball up high, third base side, 0-2. Connor Wade, 2-1 on the year, a 2.90 earned run average. He started out of the bullpen, 6 outings as a reliever, and now 5 starts. And in those 5 starts, David, the Skeeters are 5-0. He is only 1-0 with 4 no decisions, but they have not lost a game he has started all year. 0-2 is way up high, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He gives his team a chance to win. That's all you can expect from a starter. Whether you suffer from Jacob DeGrom-itis or not, whether the team is supporting you or not, you got to give your team a chance to win.
And no major league experience for Connor Wade. Single A and double A ball only. 5 years of it all in the Rockies organization. 1-2 here is ripped to the right side and through into right field. Lou Ford is going to be stopped at third. And David Washington with his first hit, runners at the corners, and 1 away for Taylor Ard.
Yeah, Ford had to hold on to see if second baseman Colin Walsh was able to snare that one, so got a bit of a late jump, had to make sure, and with only 1 out, no reason to take a chance, so they're at the corners. Ducks looking to tie it up right here as we've got a trip to the mound.
Yeah, Corey Dommel, the pitching coach for the Sugar Land Skeeters, will make the trip out to the hill. And they're going to discuss what they're going to do if David Washington takes off here. If he takes off for second, do they throw through with the threat of Lou Ford charging for home from third base? So this will be the first charged timeout of the game. You're allowed 3 in Atlantic League play. So the pitching coach visits here in the bottom of the fourth. And the Skeeters down to 2 timeouts, but he'll bring the whole infield in and talk with Connor Wade about how they want to deal with Taylor Ard in a big spot. Ducks trying to at least tie the game. They can do that with a deep fly ball.
Back in the 1960s, 70s, the Baltimore Orioles made Earl Weaver famous by just waiting around for the 3-run homer.
Yep.
That is the way baseball is played now at the major league level, with all the home runs being hit and all the strikeouts. One of the reasons you have to love Kevin Baez is he plays it the old way. He gets runners in motion, does things in an unorthodox way, and there's no telling what he'll do here, but don't put it past Kevin to put both runners in motion.
Well, here is Taylor Ard. He does have 5 home runs in just 21 games with the Long Island Ducks. He had a 2-run shot here Monday night in the bottom of the third that opened up a 5-0 lead for Long Island, and he has hit 4 of his 5 home runs here at home. So big moment for Ard, and he misses inside, does Wade at the belt of Ard for ball 1. Taylor grounded out to third, his only time through tonight. So the Ducks with Ford at third, Washington at first, 1 away, trailing by a run here in the last of the fourth, and trying to make that single digit on the scoreboard a crooked number. Throw over to first, another fastball from Wade, but getting back to the bag is Washington there, who does have 6 steals in 8 tries this year, so 75% success rate for big David Washington, who's got that lead at the cutout already.
6'5", he's about 2 strides away from second base.
Well, that's what the discussion on the Hill was about, I'm sure, mostly. What do we do if he takes off? And now a much closer play, and Washington just getting back to the bag. Hands first ahead of the tag of Matt Chavez.
Obviously, Sugar Land worried about what Washington might do. And, of course, the infield playing in double play depth. Try to get out of this with a ground ball.
Yeah, Wade has induced 2 double plays already in the first and second innings. And again, he's going to fire that fastball over. He has got a good move for a right-hander, and he's wearing out David Washington over there.
It's quick. Washington taking a fairly good lead. But again, that 6'5" frame just leans over, dives back. But he can run, as you mentioned.
He can almost reach the bag, right? David just leaned to his left.
Exactly.
It's a 1-0 count on Ard at the plate. The pitch. Thought about it, laid off it, and it got the inside edge of the knees for strike one. Hard with 3 homers in his last 9 games. So just the guy the Ducks want at the plate right now in a big spot where even a deep fly ball will tie the contest. So that's what he's going to try to do, David. I think just get underneath it, make sure you get it in the air, and a chance to bring home Ford and tie the contest. Wade's going to fire over to first, and once again, a very close play, but sometimes that's dangerous, David, that low fastball to first. If he puts it in the dirt and it goes by Chavez, Ford scores easily from third, and Washington could go corner to corner.
And Washington driving Connor Wade to distraction here. We'll see if he loses the plate.
A 1-1. Inside again, this time missing, though, and it's 2 balls and a strike. So biggest moment of the game early on here. Home fourth, Ducks down a run, but threatening to at least get even, if not do more. Hard with hits in 8 of his last 10 games coming in. Connor Wade's first trouble of the night. Another throw over to first, and the tag on the back of Washington by Chavez, not in time. What's that old adage, David? Nothing slows down the game like speed. And that's what's happening here.
Very true.
David Washington's got the speed, and he's brought it to a crawl. Now we get the 2-1, and it's popped up shallow right. Late read by Kibitsa, who has to come racing in. He will make the catch. Ford's going to tag to draw the throw. It's a strong one, and he'll head back. Wow, a one-hop bullet from Kibitsa to his catcher Norris, 2 away.
That was about a yard or 2 up the third base line, but given that it was Lou Ford, probably would have been a dead duck with that kind of a throw, even though it was not exactly accurate. So at least one chance goes by the boards. Now it's up to Daniel Fields to do what Sugarland has done in a couple of previous innings, and that's come up with some 2-out magic to drive in a run.
Yeah, I didn't think Kibitsa found that ball right away, David. I thought it was going to drop in, but he got to it and then had the strong one-hop throw to the plate.
You're right, late break to get to it.
So here is Fields. He pulled it on the ground to Chavez at first, his first time up, and now certainly a chance for Washington to run with 2 outs if he wants to, and Wade's going to keep him close once again. Daniel Fields sat out last night's game. He was 0 for 4 here Monday with 2 strikeouts in the 5-0 win. First pitch to him is pulled on the ground to first again, backhanded by Chavez. He will take it to the bag himself, and the side is retired. So the Ducks have to settle for a run on 3 hits. They leave a pair. Long Island's on the board. They trail it 2-1 as we head to the 5th in Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is infielder Cody Puckett, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green, so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at pseglyny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nicolak Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, we go to inning number 5 at Bethpage Ballpark. Ducks trailing at 2-1. That always means 5th inning trivia. Give you the question here in the top of the inning, the answer in the bottom of the frame. It concerns the Long Island Ducks, the Atlantic League, or baseball in general. And tonight, a little bit of all 3. And David Weiss, I'm going to put you on the spot here with our question tonight. I take you back to the only playoff series between these two teams. In 2016, the Sugarland Skeeters swept the Long Island Ducks in the championship series. Prior to that, they swept the York Revolution in the Freedom Division Championship Series. So they went 6-0 to win the championship. They became the first team in Atlantic League history to go 6-0 and win a title, but not the only team to go undefeated and win a title. There were 2 other teams in the league who went undefeated in the playoffs when the playoff format was a little different to win a championship, although those 2 teams didn't go 6-0. So name for me the only other 2 teams in Atlantic League history who went undefeated in the playoffs to win an Atlantic League championship.
Wow, that's going to be a wild guess on my part, but good question.
All right, so we'll give it to you in the bottom of the inning. Here's Colin Walsh leading off with a swinging strikeout against John Brownell, who misses down and in, and it's 1-1. So again, the Skeeters in 2016 became the first team in Atlantic League history to go 6-0 and win a championship, but there were 2 other teams that were undefeated, although the playoff format when they won their titles was a little different. So that tells you it was a little while back, right? You're going to have to set the rewind meter a little bit. But there's only 2 other teams that did it, but they didn't go 6-0. They went something less than that. So we'll tell you that in the bottom of the inning as this one's fouled back. 2-2 now on Colin Walsh, who flew out to center in his only previous AB. That was an unbelievable year for the Skeeters, again winning their only championship, much like the Ducks did in their 5th anniversary season. 2-2 is low and in, and the count full now on Colin Walsh.
Memory serves in 2016, when the Ducks were trailing 2-0 against Sugar Land, I said, hey, Ducks have them right where they want them because the Ducks erased a 2-0 deficit in the previous round.
Absolutely right. Here it's grounded to Valdespine at second to his left, flips to Washington, and Walsh gone 4-3. Of course, that was under Gary Gaetti, who was their manager for the first 6 years of franchise history. And this, the first year for the guy they call Inky. And David, you and I talked about it a while back, but this was my trivia question earlier in the week about Inky hitting the first home run ever
right here
at this ballpark on opening night.
For the national pride.
Yep, April 28th, 2000. David and I were here, first night in franchise history. Inky hit the first home run at the park. And then Francisco Morales hit the first Ducks home run a couple of innings later.
I believe Inky hit it off Edgar Ramos.
The starter was Edgar Ramos, and I believe that's right. I think it was 2nd or 3rd inning.
Right.
Exactly right. Here's Jan Santi for the Skeeters, and he pulls it foul, and the guy they call Juice there, Lawrence Gums, had it fall out of his hands, and he'll flip it into the crowd. 0-2 on Jan Santi, who also flew out to Fields in center, his only time up. 2-1 Skeeters as we start the 5th. Brownies 0-2 is down and away for ball 1. I talked to John Brownell Monday. He was my pregame interview, and he was very candid, David. He said, I've been inconsistent this year. The walks have killed me. He's walked 21 batters already this year in 47 innings, and he said, I know I can be a lot better, and tonight he's been terrific. Ground ball, nice short hop at third by Taylor Ard. Guns it across the diamond, and Jan Santi gone 2 away.
Lots of ground balls tonight. Lots of stuff on the ground for Brownell. Not quite the strikeout pitcher he may have once been. However, he's got many of these Sugar Land batters off balance. Good changeup tonight, and they're just drilling it into the ground.
Again, Brownell in his 7th season with the Ducks, but his first as pitching coach, and he told me how much he's enjoying that, working with all these young pitchers and veteran pitchers as well. And he said he's like a sponge when K-Rod starts talking pitching to him, Francisco Rodriguez. Here's Derek Norris at the top of the order for Sugar Land. An RBI double down the left field line in the 3rd that brought home Hawkins, and he's also popped out to Washington at first. So Brownell looking for a 1-2-3. He retired the side in order in both the 1st and 2nd inning tonight. Gets a foul ball here high on the first base side off the bat of Norris to even up the count at 1-1. Again, Brownell, the Ducks' all-time career leader in wins, in strikeouts, in innings pitched, and in games started, and the season single record holder in strikeouts, innings pitched, games started, and complete games. Essentially, the greatest pitcher in franchise history. That's what John Brownell is, as he misses in here, and it's 2-1. Of course, he won back-to-back titles in 2012 and 2013. In that 2013 season, he was voted team MVP and playoff MVP of the championship series as well. Here he gets an inside strike, and the count level now on Derek Norris, and he was Atlantic League Pitcher of the Year in 2015. What a career in 7 years in the normal green and orange, tonight wearing the red and black, John Brownell.
No one has exemplified the term workhorse more than he has.
His 2-2 is a little tapper foul at the plate, and Norris keeps himself alive.
And we know at Media Day every March here at Bethpage Ballpark, through the years that John has been here, he usually takes part in that. You have got the Ducks ace on the dais answering questions. Just understated, I'm just happy to be a part of the staff. What does it mean to you to be the opening day starter? Doesn't matter. I just want to be part of the team.
2-2 is another foul, tapped at the plate. And again, such a good guy, David, such a great guy to deal with. I went down to do that interview, and we talked about every starting pitcher. I casually threw his name in there, and as we said, he gave you that frank assessment of how he's been. He talked about how he loves working with Kevin Baez, the fact that he gets to keep that pitching chart now every day and chart the progress of all the other pitchers.
Right.
He just really loves the thinking aspect of being a pitching coach as well as a starting pitcher on this team. 2-2 is a little cue ball to first. David Washington will overhand to Brownell, who now's got to try to catch up, and they say he tagged Norris before he got to the bag. So Brownell, David, found an extra gear there. I think he thought Washington was going to take it himself.
And Brownell, who was not going to beat Norris to the bag, who runs well for a catcher, made the tag somewhere near the armpit to retire the side. What a play.
So 3 up and 3 down for Sugar Land. We're halfway home on Long Island tonight. The Skeeters up on top of the Ducks 2-1.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Matt Larkins, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, we go to the bottom of the fifth. Ducks trail at 2-1. Time to wrap up our fifth inning trivia. We told you that when the Skeeters won the championship in 2016, they were the first team in Atlantic League history to go 6-0 and claim a title, but they were not the first team to go undefeated and win a championship. David Weiss, there were 2 other undefeated champions in the Atlantic League who did not go 6-0. Name those 2 teams.
Well, if you go back far enough, the opening round was best of 3.
Yep.
And the championship series was best of 5, so I assume you're talking about a couple of teams that might have gone 5-0. Although if you go back far enough, maybe you had a couple of best of 3.
You're right on it. You're right on it. You're right on in both instances. All right, we'll get to that in a second. Here's Ramon Cabrera.
All right.
But you are on the money.
Okay.
You are deducing well.
Thank you.
First pitch from Connor Wade. Swing and a miss by Cabrera, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out to short. And lost his helmet there. He's going to mop the brow a little bit and go back to work.
So one team probably went 5-0, another one went 4-0.
Close.
I have to guess that one of them is Somerset because they have the most championships in Atlantic League history.
You know what? Great guess, right? They've won 6 titles, but they've never gone undefeated through the playoffs.
And neither did the Ducks. In 2004, they won 2 out of 3 against Nashua and then swept Camden.
Yep, that's right. So the Ducks were 5-1.
Right.
Very close, but not undefeated.
That one loss against Nashua. So, gosh, you got me.
It's tough, but you're right on the money here as Cabrera gets under it to center. Moving back is Jan Santi, who had played him very shallow. He's able to make the catch for the first down.
Boy, a great question. I know an answer is not going to be the Aberdeen Arsenal.
One and done.
Yes, they didn't do it. Oh, gosh. Newark Bears had a couple of outstanding seasons early. Maybe it was one of them. But it was one of the seasons for the Bears.
Good guess, too, but no.
Wow, I'm running out of guesses here. I'm running out of teams.
I will tell you this, okay? 1 current team and 1 defunct team. How about that?
All right, that helps.
All right, work on that as Anthony Vega's in. He singled up the middle his first time through. Ducks down a run here in the home 5th. Bunts it beautifully toward 3rd. Cordero bare hands, fires to first, not in time. Anthony Vega legs it out, and he's 2 for 2. The tying run aboard for Long Island.
Just what Vega needed. Came into the game batting at 156, using that speed. smashed a single up the middle his first time up, and beautiful butt to get on board, and of course with all that speed, the Ducks are in business.
So one-out runner is Vega. David told you earlier, 4 steals and 5 tries. And here's Valdespin at the top of the order, 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout swinging. All right, I'm going to give you one guess on who the defunct team is that went undefeated and won a title. I will tell you it was their only title in franchise history.
Got to be Bridgeport Bluefish.
There you go. Bridgeport Bluefish is Valdespin takes strike one.
Yeah, I knew they won only one title, and they swept their way to that title.
Yeah, that was 1999. So, again, pre-Ducks,
right.
Second year of Atlantic League play. There were only 6 teams. There was only one division, so there was only one round. And they swept the Somerset Patriots, David. They went 3-0 to win their only title in their 20-year history. Of course, they are now no longer in the Atlantic League. The Road Warriors holding that spot open. And next year, the team in High Point, North Carolina, will take their place.
The dearly departed Bridgeport Bluefish, who we
Yes,
missed so much.
we
And
do.
yes, they had that one magical season in '99, although other playoff years too.
A couple of throws over to first as Vega's going to keep Wade interested. All right, so that's the defunct team. Give me one more guess on the current team that's still in the league that won a title going undefeated.
Yikes. Let's see. Well, knowing how well they did in some of their seasons, Lancaster.
You got it. The
Yeah.
Lancaster Barnstormers. Nice work, David White.
Well, you gave me plenty of hints.
Valdespin chops it foul. In 2006, Lancaster beat Atlantic City in a best-of-3, 2-0, and then swept the Bluefish in the finals, 3-0.
5-0.
5-0 that year. So you had the Bluefish in 99 went 3-0. The Barnstormers in 2006 went 5-0. And when they beat the Bluefish in that championship series, the Bluefish manager was Dave LaPointe.
How about that? Yes.
Former Ducks manager and longtime pitching
coach. The Pointer.
The Pointer. Now doing well down in Florida. I'm Facebook friends with Pointer, so following his progress down there. He's going to all those St. Louis Cardinals alum events and just loving life right now with his great wife Denise down in Florida.
1982, he pitched in the World Series.
Yep, World Series champion with the Cardinals, and he goes back to now all those reunions and fantasy camps and just loving life down in Florida is Pointer. Here's Valdespin slapping it foul. So again, the 3 undefeated teams in the playoffs winning a title in Atlantic League history. The 99 Bluefish 3-0, the 06 Barnstormers 5-0, and the 16 Skeeters 6-0.
My compliments on a terrific
thank you.
Trivia question. I now have quite a migraine. Thanks to Chris, trying to rack my brain for the answers.
You know what? I gotta get into this with you. I'll show you this a little later, David. I went through this last week, but it's worth bringing up again. The 0-2 here is a broken bat comebacker for Wade. He'll go to short for 1. It's off the glove of Rondon, and everybody is safe. I don't think it would have been a double play with Valdespin running, but the Ducks now first and second, one away on the E6 by the shortstop Rondon, who David may have been trying to get 2 before he got 1.
Absolutely. Took his eye off the ball, his mitt off the ball. That was a strike thrown by Connor Wade, a fastball, perfectly thrown right above the second base bag. So that was all Rondon, and now the Ducks set up with 2 on, 1 out.
So Ducks down 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Vega is safe at second on that play. Valdespin at first. 2 speedsters aboard for the even faster Emilio Bonifacio at the dish. Big chance for the Ducks to at least get even, if not take the lead. First pitch to him is away for ball 1. Bonifacio 0 for 2 tonight. He's grounded into a double play and flied to center. So, boy, what an opportunity here against Connor Wade.
How has Bonifacio done on the base paths himself this year? Oh, not bad. 13 for 13 in steals.
Lucky 13. The 1-0 is on the outside edge of the knees. He's not happy with the call, but it levels the count at 1-1. Again, Bonifacio here Monday night, 3 for 3. His first triple of the year. Drove in 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to give the Ducks the early 2-0 lead. It's been a terrific 1-2 combo at the top of the order since Bonifacio arrived. Valdespin into Emilio, who takes it wide here, signals to the runners that it was in front of Derek Norris, the catcher, on a nice block, and he's ahead in the count, 2-1. In the on-deck circle, Travis Snyder, who singled and scored last inning. So Ducks set up here. Bonifacio, Snyder, Ford, 2, 3, and 4. with only one out here and trying to tie the game in the home fifth. Connor Wade a check of Vega, and the pitch is well hit to right field. Kubica lining it up. Now did he lose it? He can't find it, and it drops in! Vega turns third. He will score. It's an RBI double for Emilio Bonifacio, and the Ducks have tied the game at 2.
Kubica had no idea losing it in the overcast sky as dusk is setting, and that went well over his head. The center fielder, Giansanti, was much closer to it as he came over to right center, and that thing was one hop against the wall. Again, Kubica staying still, holding out his arms helplessly, had no idea, so the Ducks get a gift, and they have tied it at 2.
Bonifacio's 21st run batted into the season. And David, we talked about it earlier. We thought Kubica lost the ball last inning that he got to. And you got to give a lot of credit to Giansanti, the center fielder, who realized, I think, immediately that his right fielder couldn't see the ball, and he raced over there. Only problem for the Ducks, David, they had to hold up because it was a routine fly ball. So they would have scored more than one run. Had there been 2 outs, they would have got 2 runs home easily. But with 1 out, they had to hold up, and so that's a break for Sugarland. Corey Dommel, another visit out to the hill, and the Skeeters here, now in a 2-2 game. The Ducks have the go-ahead run at third in Valdespin, and behind him, Bonifacio at second for Travis Snyder.
I'll tell you this about that shot by Bonifacio. It was hit well. That was one bounce against the wall, but hit high enough so that had Kubica been able to find it, he probably would have caught it.
So big spot for Snyder, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. And Connor Wade going to step off here. So Wade cruised through the first 3 innings. The Ducks tagged him for a run on 3 hits last inning. This inning, a run on 2 hits and an error so far. Base hit could give Long Island their first lead. Backdoor breaking ball. Strike 1 on the DH and 3-man.
It is not easy to pile up the runs against this Sugarland pitching staff, so when you get your opportunities, you need to take advantage.
Let's see what Travis Snyder can do here. He's been clutch of late for Long Island. 0-1 as Wade comes set, a check of second, and then another strike. So he's worked it out, he's worked it in, and he's in front 0-2. Snyder with hits in 9 of his last 11 games and RBIs in 7 of his last 10. Got to protect here, though, at 0-2. Again, a deep fly ball would easily score Valdespin from third. 0-2 worked away, and he laid off it for ball 1.
2 strikeouts for Wade thus far. He has walked 1. The man who led off in the bottom of the first for the Ducks, Valdespin. On the way in, we mentioned, coming into the game, Wade had struck out 22, walked only 3. What does he do? He walks the first man he faced, but hasn't even gone to a full count since.
He has not walked more than 1 man in any game this year. A 1-2, curveball, and he got him looking. Great job by Connor Wade to get Snyder for the second out of the home fifth.
And his 3rd strikeout, first one looking. And as you said, great off-speed pitch, and Snyder had no chance. He was expecting something else. And now, man who's been Mr. Clutch here tonight, Mr. Age 41, Lou Ford, coming to the plate in another big spot.
Already a single, a double, and a run batted in. So Lou is 2 for 2. 2 on, 2 out for Long Island in a 2-2 game. Well, you want to talk about deuces wild. You got deuces all over the place here. First pitch to Ford. Slider strike on the inner half. Boy, is Wade working the breadth and depth of that plate, David. Across it, up and down, everywhere with pinpoint location right now.
You talk about stressful pitches. There is stress right now for Mr. Wade.
Ford ready for the 0-1. And that down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike.
You can only be so careful with Lou because you got David Washington waiting on
Yes.
deck, batting from the left side.
Certainly the Ducks have worked that pitch count of Connor Wade up, right now unofficially at 70. Here in the 5th of now a tie game. 1-1 is lashed foul up high on the first place side by Lou, and that's worked for him tonight, David. Both of his hits have been down the right field line, a single and a double going the other way.
Well, they say that no matter how much experience you have, if you find yourself struggling, if you try to go the other way, that's one way to get out of any kind of slumps. But with Lou, he just seems to be very locked in right now.
Again, the elder statesman of the Ducks at 41, turns 42 in August. Also the captain and the hitting coach. Here, missing away with a slider is Wade. And the count 2-2 on Ford, who's cleanup man tonight and done just that so far, also playing left field. Here, dancing off third is Valdespin, and Ford pops it up down the left field line. I think Giordani was trying to get Wade to balk there as he bluffed a run toward home.
And how fortunate are the Ducks? We've mentioned that John Brownell, their ace, pitching tonight, accomplishing that milestone, strikeout number 700. Now not only the ace, but the pitching coach, Lou Ford, hitting coach,
yes,
plus one of the most valuable players.
Kevin Baez in good company in that dugout, right?
Absolutely.
2-2. Ooh, boy, he trusted his eye there, David. I thought that was strike 3.
Must have been down.
Yep, but instead a full count. That is just 20 years of baseball experience right there. Lou Ford using it all. So he's worked the count full. Who's going to win the battle here, Wade or Ford? The payoff. Popped up right side. The first baseman, Chavez, gives way to the second baseman, Walsh, who's able to make the catch, and the side retired. But the Ducks do get a run on 2 hits. There was an error, and they left a pair. We're all even. It's a 2-2 game through 5 tonight in Central Islip.
Hey fans, this is catcher Audie Afner, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden, and he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1.
That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, fans, a reminder for you not to forget to stop by the Waddle Inn Shop on your next visit here to the Duck Pond, where exclusive, hard-to-find Ducks memorabilia is now on sale. Proceeds, as always, benefit the Quackerjack Foundation, the charitable arm of the Long Island Ducks.
Now the right arm of John Brownell goes back to work, and now a tie game. Ducks trailed at 2-0, have climbed back in, and Brownell to face the speedy shortstop and 2-man, Alvaro Rondon. There's strike 1 from John as he throws his 70th pitch of the night here in the 6th. 0-1 is a breaking ball low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, rubber game of the series. Ducks are 4-5 in rubber games this year. Have played Sugar Land twice in rubber games already, once here, once down in Texas. And the Skeeters have come away victorious in both, David. So it's time for the Ducks to finally win the rubber game. And Long Island trying to win their 5th series of their last 6. They've been on a roll of late.
Well, it makes sense that this would be a rubber game since the Ducks are trying to bounce back from last night's loss.
Oh, nice, David.
I don't know. That wasn't up to my usual standards, but best I could do for the moment.
But you got a historic 700th strikeout from John Brownell. What more could you want?
I thank Brownie for that, because that will be a memorable call to go along with his milestone. It's great to be here when history is made.
Absolutely, and for a guy that's meant so much for so many years, you're just thrilled for the guy they call Brownie, John Brownell, who puts one through the 5-hole here over Ramon Cabrera and back to the backstop. Count 2-2 on Rondon, who again last night had 3 stolen bases. Stole second twice, stole third once. Tonight they've kept him off with a ground out and a fly out. He's 0 for 2. 2-2 is up and away, and the count now full. See if I can find something, David, that I wanted to get into with you. Yes. All right, here we go. I know you're going to have fun with this. Rondon hits a one-hopper to Washington at first. Nice scoop. He'll take it to the bag, 1 away.
Nice play.
All right, the new Atlantic League team down in High Point, North Carolina has narrowed down their nickname choices.
I love nicknames.
To 6, okay? I want you to go through these on the air and give me your honest impression of any of these. There's only one to me that's even normal.
I got to write these down.
Okay, no. You don't have to write it down. I'm going to give you my phone here.
Right.
But these are the 6 finalists for the new High Point, North Carolina baseball team joining the Atlantic League next year, just outside of Winston-Salem, about 10 miles. So think High Point something. And here they go. Here are your 6 finalists.
Got it.
So I'm going to give it to you as Chavez puts it deep to right. Vega going back at the track, looking up, and that ball is gone. Wow. An opposite field home run for Matt Chavez, his 3rd of the season, and it puts Sugar Land back on top, 3-2.
How about that? Going the opposite way, getting all of it. Over one fence, not 2, but more than enough. Big drive, and the Skeeters sting the Ducks again.
Just after the Ducks climb back in, the pitchers talk about getting that shutdown inning.
And you're going to unlock your phone.
It just was not to be for Brownell. So
there you go.
David will go through those. Albert Cordero, over 2 with a pair of groundouts to second, digs in. All right, what do you got, David? High Point, what? Here, taking the other way to left. Ford has to play it on a hop, and it's a 1-out single for their cleanup man.
Well, a blast and then a bloop.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-2 lead for Sugarland. So, the Dragon Claws is strange, but not bad. High Point Dragon Claws, that's a mouthful, but not bad.
Yeah.
Pioneers, okay.
That's the normal one, I think. Pioneers, right. I could see. Yeah.
Pioneers, all right. Rockers, I'm not wild about. The Rocker Socks.
Rocker Socks, what is that?
With one word, Rocker Socks. The High Point Splinters is not bad, like Splendid Splinters.
Is a swing and a miss for Phipps. He's 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out.
The High Point Tri-Stars, I'm not crazy about that.
And the first one you left out there.
The first one I left out because that is unusual.
Yeah.
The High Point Chairman.
Chairman.
Yeah. That might grow on me. I don't know. That's very unusual.
0-1 here's a check swing. They appeal to first. Oh, no, they don't. They just say ball 1.
I could tell you the Dragon Claws would have a heck of a mascot. So you could go a number of ways with that. Pioneers.
So I think they're going to eliminate one at a time until it gets down to the winner. But I'm just, again, Pioneers to me is a basic one. Everything else is off the charts, just out of the box.
And I do like strange nicknames, always have.
Yeah, but Chairman, Dragon Claws, Rockers, Rocker Socks, Splinters, or Tri-Stars? You tell me.
Well, my immediate impression.
There's a strike. Count 2-2 on Phipps.
I happen to like Splinters. I don't know why. Because I think it's unusual. The Splinters, kind of like the Skeeters. The Skeeters are annoying because, they're buzzing around, they're biting you, whatever. The Splinters, they hurt.
That might be all right. Yeah, I might be good for that. I think that's the more unique one for sure, as Brownie misses in here, and the count full on Phipps.
I'm surprised in terms of alliteration. There's nothing there with a P.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, High Point, there's something with a P, right?
Exactly.
You're right. Yeah, Pioneers, there you go.
Oh, Pioneers, okay.
High Point Pioneers, maybe you go with that, just the alliteration, right? Like
Sounds
Sugarland Skeeters.
Exactly.
All right, a payoff coming here to Phipps with the Skeeters back on top, and a little tapper back behind home will do it again.
I've always been a fan of weird nicknames, and especially you get them in minor league hockey, as you know. Being so involved with hockey, you get everything. Fort Wayne Comets with a K. I like weird spellings. Saginaw Gears.
There've been some wild ones, that's for sure. And just sometimes you do the research on some of these players in the Atlantic League, and you find out teams like Connor Wade played for last year, the Hartford Yard Goats. Would you like to be a yard goat?
I like that one a lot.
I'll give you another one that John Brownell has a tie to. Is the 3-2 here is a swing and a miss. The runner goes to throw down to Cabrera. Oh, Valdespin trying to tag him, but Cordero danced around him and found the bag. Oh, so close to a strike him out, throw him out, double play.
So third strikeout for Brownell, and as you mentioned, Cordero doing something of a Macarena to get the second base bag, and was able to do it and somehow elude the tag down at second.
Well, John Brownell is pitching coach this year because Billy Horn departed, David. He took the manager's job of the Normal Corn Belters.
Yes, I remember
Normal, Illinois. in the Frontier League. So that's where Billy Horn is. So we throw in normal corn belters and Hartford yard goats into our high point discussion. Here's Kyle Kapitsa, and he pulls it foul down the right field line. 3-2 Skeeters. They have Cordero at second with 2 away for Kapitsa, who was Brownell's 700th strikeout back in the second, and then an RBI single in the fourth.
Was it minor league hockey or minor league baseball? Down south, there was a team known as the Growl, but they had like 3 or 4 R's.
Yes,
in
that's
the
right.
I
That's
love
right.
that.
Yep.
That was terrific.
There was a team down in Macon, the Macon Whoopee.
Right, man.
You got them. That's a classic.
Always love them.
0-1 here is in on the hands. The check swing. They appeal, and Tom Gandolfo says he held up. Count 1-1 now on Kapitsa. So, yeah, we got some classic nicknames, but I'm not sure what High Point is going to settle on, but it is down to those 6.
Dragon Claws. That's starting to grow on me, too, because it's so unusual.
Cordero with a big lead off second, and now a good block by Cabrera to keep it in front of him, 2-1. And, of course, David, that'll be the only team that's anywhere close to Sugar Land, Texas, so immediately they'll have a great new rival in North Carolina, right?
About halfway between us and Sugar Land, I guess.
Yeah. So that team expected to arrive just outside of Winston-Salem next year, and the Road Warriors holding the spot, although there is some talk about another team that might come back. David, I got to get into this with you as well. As I talked to Frank Bolton about it recently, there have been some reports, believe it or not, that the Atlantic City Surf could return to the Atlantic League. I know Frank is doing some work down on the Sandcastle to try to get it baseball ready, but there's talk they could either come back to the Atlantic League or maybe the shorter Can-Am League. Beautiful breaking ball strike from Brownell. And the count 2-2. I know you want to go back to the Sandcastle. You're going to bring Mike Graham and go back, aren't you?
Well, we had a couple of memorable road trips.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with baseball.
Well, the baseball games got in the way. We love the road trip. But the thing about the Sandcastle, it was situated in an area off the strip where the fog affected every game.
Yep, and the wind too.
Right.
2-2 here is hit foul. We'll do it again. So that's a possibility for next year. And there's always talk of that beautiful ballpark up in Rockland, New York, the Rockland Boulders.
Right.
Up in that area. That's a place Dave LaPointe managed as well.
Yeah,
so
my 10-10 wins colleague does play-by-play
Mark
for them.
Ernay.
Mark Ernay, my buddy.
Yeah, the Hofstra man, Mark Ernay.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, just some possibilities for next year, but looks like that ballpark, I've been watching the webcam down in High Point, North Carolina. It's coming along real nice. 2-2 is up and away, and the count full now to Kapitsa.
Well, the team I truly miss in the Atlantic League more than any other, by far, is the Nashua Pride.
Yeah.
Because Nashua, an old historic Holman Stadium.
Nothing like it.
It was in a terrific area, very in a residential area, the ballpark, and wonderful people up there, so friendly.
Payoff, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So John Brownell, back-to-back Ks to end the inning, and the side retired. But the Skeeters do get a run on 2 hits and leave one. Matt Chavez, 3rd home run of the year. A solo shot to right has the visitors in front 3-2 after 5.5.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt and autographed baseball, refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss, Chris King go to the bottom of the inning number 6. The Ducks trailing the Sugar Land Skeeters by a score of 3-2. Out of town scoreboard, bottom of inning number 6. Road Warriors and York Revolution in York, PA, tied at 1. Southern Maryland and New Britain Bees, I believe that's a doubleheader today. Is it? I'm taking a look.
I think just one game, but it is over. A 7-inning affair. You're right. They might have one to follow. You're right, David. A doubleheader. 2 7-inning games.
Thought so. New Britain beating Southern Maryland in the first one 5-2. And Somerset and the Lancaster Barnstormers of interest to both of the teams here tonight. The Ducks and the Sugarland Skeeters. Not good news for the Ducks. Somerset leading Lancaster in Lancaster, top of the 5th, 5-1.
So again, the Ducks trail at 3-2 here as we go to the last of the 6th, and David Washington to start it off against Connor Wade. First pitch, a check swing, the appeal to third. Gandolfo says safe, and it's ball 1 to Washington, who's grounded into a double play and singled through the right side.
I believe end of third, Yanks and Mariners at the stadium, scoreless.
That is correct, and the Mets an 8:40 start tonight out in Colorado, where the Rockies beat them last night to snap their 3-game winning streak.
Mets made it interesting, though.
Yeah.
Coming back, losing 10-8.
Yeah, they waited out a 90-minute rain and tornado alert in Denver as Washington hits a moon ball here out of play down the left field line. They count 1-1 on the Ducks' first baseman.
Even when David Washington hits a foul ball, they're skyscrapers. They go way up in the air.
So nothing but single runs on the scoreboard tonight. The Skeeters single digits in innings 3, 4, and 6. The Ducks with that picket fence, a single run in the 4th and 5th, and trying to keep it going here at least in the 6th against righty Connor Wade into his 6th inning of work. Pitcher's duel coming in, it has delivered. Washington another foul ball well down the left field line for strike 2. Well, I mentioned Connor Wade, 5-0 are the Skeeters in his 5 starts. He has allowed 3 earned runs or less in all 5 starts, and he didn't walk anybody in 4 of the 5 starts this year. He's only walked 1 Duck tonight. The first man he saw, Jordani Valdespin.
Control, the name of the game for him.
His 1-2 is up and in at the letters of David Washington. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Washington sat out here Monday night in the 5-0 win, went 1 for 4 last night, where the run batted in the 7-2 loss. Long look in by Wade to Norris, and the 2-2 pulled on the ground foul, right side, and we'll do it again. After tonight, Ducks with 14 games to go in the first half. Can you believe it? The first half ends 2 weeks from tomorrow night. July 5th is the end of the first half. It's not the All-Star break, as there'll be a couple of games into the second half when that arrives.
Well, if the All-Star game to be played here, that's July 11.
Yeah, 3 weeks from tonight. That is going to be a thrill. 2-2 here is ripped into the glove of the first baseman, Chavez. Catches it in fair territory and crosses in a foul, and Washington denied an extra base hit.
David Washington may be the league leader in strikeouts, but when he connects, I mean, it's never a dribbler. He's hitting it hard somewhere, and another case in point there.
Happened to the Ducks a couple of times last night. Line drives when they had the bases loaded, men in scoring position, could have been big run-scoring hits, but Chavez at first in particular pulled 2 of them into his glove last night. He's got another one here to lead off the home 6th. Here's Taylor R. to ground out and a fly out, nothing for 2. And goes after the first pitch, but the bottom falls out of the Wade offering. It's strike 1.
By the way, not among the leaders or the ones that they have to choose from, but I came up with something for High Point. I would go something very unusual. I call them the High Pointers. And Dave LaPointe would be the mascot.
He would love it. He would love it. The High Pointers. I like it. Why not just go with that, right? I'm sure that's what the locals probably call themselves, right?
Right. They're High Pointer. If you live there, you're
a
High
High Pointer. All right. Looking forward to seeing that area, though. Winston-Salem's beautiful. Never been outside it too much. Apparently just 10 miles or so outside of Winston-Salem. This one hit deep down the left field line toward the pole. If it's fair, it's trouble. Hawkins over, and that ball is gone! A solo homer down the left field line for Taylor Ard. His 6th of the year, and his 2nd in the last 3 games. He has tied this game at 3. The fireworks light the sky. He steps on the plate. Ard goes yard, and it's a 3-all game.
We had to wait a while for that thing to come down. I believe it went over the foul pole. That's how high it was hit. And you're right, Chris. The Ard Bark hits it out of the Ard Park. And Taylor has tied this baby up.
So 6 home runs on the year. 5 of them have come here at the Duck Pond. And for the second time tonight, the Ducks have tied the game. They have never led. Here's Daniel Fields, and he takes a strike. 0-1 on Fields. Twice tonight, he has pulled it on the ground to the first baseman, Matt Chavez, who took it to the bag himself.
We've had 2 out hits. We've had big hits for both teams. Kind of a playoff preview.
Here, Wade misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And David, I just love Ard Goes Yard. You can really get into it. You can get behind that call, you know. I think I've called 4 of his 6 home runs. Just unbelievable. And Taylor Ard continues to deliver. Now 6 home runs in his 22 games with the Ducks. Here, Fields misses over the top. It's 1-2 on Daniel.
A perfect name to call a homer. And Taylor's been doing it for the Ducks.
So 4 homers in his last 10 games. Had one here Monday night, another one tonight. The 1-2 is way up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Ducks were down 2-0, tied it at 2. Skeeters took the lead in the top of the inning on a home run. Ducks got it back in the bottom of the frame on a home run. What a terrific game between these righties, Wade and John Brownell. The 2-2 is fisted the other way, and the count holds on Fields.
And by the way, that was the Ducks' 35th homer overall of the 2018 season. Should they reach 100, that would meet the Chappie's Home Run Challenge, and Chappie's Funeral Homes would donate $5,000 to the Quackerjack Foundation.
2-2. Laid off the changeup, and the count now full. So Ducks 3 runs on 8 hits, Skeeters 3 runs on 6 hits, and Sugarland has committed the game's only error. 1 away here in the home 6th, nobody on. The payoff, poked foul high on the third base side.
Well, 2 of the best teams in the Atlantic League, not just this year, but seemingly every year. And certainly the Ducks had their intense rivalry with the Cross Sound Bridgeport Bluefish. They've had an incredible rivalry with the Somerset Patriots, but over the years now, nice rivalry with the Skeeters.
Absolutely. Sugarland Skeeters in their 7th season, the Ducks in their 19th. The 3-2 is on the ground to second. Walsh comes in a little bit, scoops it up, got to get it there in a hurry to get to Speedy Fields for the second out. Connor Wade up over 90 pitches here in the 6th, so I'm not sure if he'll come out for the 7th, as again he is a reliever, converted into a starter mid-season. So here's Ramon Cabrera, the 8th man, a ground out to short, a fly ball to center. He's 0 for 2. So we'll see how much further the starters go in this game. Brownell, of course, always has that rubber arm. You can run him out there all night long. And this one on the ground again to second. So Colin Walsh with a couple of chances, double clutch, but plenty of time to get Cabrera, and the side retired. But the Ducks do get a run on a hit. Nobody left. Taylor Ard's 6th long ball of the year. A bomb down the left field line brings us 3-3 after 6.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Bennett Perry.
Hey fans, this is Carlos Pimentel, pitcher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game, presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Well, fresh local coffee is now brewing at the first and third base concession stands here at Bethpage Ballpark, and homebrewed iced coffee is available at the Duck Island Kitchen. Grab yourself a hot or iced Ducks blend from Hampton Coffee Company today or on your next visit here to the Duck Pond. We got ourselves a dandy tonight. 3-3 game after 6 innings of play. For Sugarland, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. For the Ducks, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Chris King, joined by David Weiss. We thank you so much for tuning into Ducks Baseball tonight. Around the world at liducks.com. Of course, on YouTube, on Facebook, whether you're watching on your desktop computer, your mobile device, your tablet, no matter where you are, no matter how you're watching and listening, we do appreciate you stopping by and making Ducks Baseball a part of your Wednesday night entertainment. A near sellout crowd on hand has seen a terrific game with a fireworks spectacular to follow, and a 3-3 game head to the 7th. John Brownell does take the hill for a 7th inning of work against the bottom third of the order and the dangerous Courtney Hawkins, again with 10 homers, 1 off the league lead, including 1 last night. He takes ball 1. Tonight, Courtney, an infield single and a run scored. He's also struck out swinging. Pops this one up foul back behind home plate. 1-1 on the Skeeters left fielder.
This may be a little self-indulgent to talk about, but I am really hoping I get a chance to call a Taylor Ard home run myself. I will not play on his last name all that much, but it will be a tribute to the Honeymooners. That's all I can tell you.
I thought you were going to go Taylor made in a golf reference.
No, that is another good way to go.
This one looped toward second, and playing there, Valdespine in the shift was able to pick it off his shoe tops and put it away for the first out.
A little liner with that shift, and it goes line out 4, although he caught it right behind the second base bag.
I've started doing SL on my score sheet, David, soft liner.
Very good. That also stands for Sugar Land.
Yeah, that's true, too. I don't want to get those mixed up. Here's Colin Walsh. He's flied to center and grounded to second. And goes after the first Brownell pitch, but fouls it straight back. And David, do you still have the 4-1-1 on our groups tonight? Because we got a huge group getting ready to do God Bless America. Where are they from?
Nokomis Elementary School. I'm not sure where they're from. We've got to nail that down. But it is a very big group, and looking forward to God Bless America in between this frame.
Well, they are ready. They are pumped up. 0-2 the count to Walsh. And Brownie didn't miss by much, ball 1. How do you spell the school?
Nokomis, Nokomis, a Native American name, I would assume. And you know something? I'm going to go down there and find out.
Yeah, no, let's see right here, David. I'll bring it up here if we can find it. Sachem, how about that?
There you go.
Good old Google. Sachem is where it is. 2-2 on Walsh. And he thought about it, laid off it. The count runs full.
I'd like to know the proper pronunciation, but then again, I'm still trying to figure out whether it's Laurel or Yanni.
Oh, my God, don't even go there.
I know. Please.
The payoff is up high, and that's the first walk tonight for John Brownell. How about that? Wow. 7 innings deep. So let's check in on the pitch count of Brownie to see where he is. He's at 90 pitches. But in a 3-3 game, the potential go-ahead run aboard at first in Colin Walsh. He does have 2 steals and 2 tries. Here's Anthony Jansanti, the former Bluefish, and 9-hitter in. And there's a nice slider strike from Brownell. 0-1 on Jansanti, who's 0 for 2 with a fly to center and a ground out to third. 0-1 is on the outside corner, 0-2. Brownell was in front of Walsh, 0-2, and lost him, and now certainly doesn't want to do the same with the 9-hitter.
Not when you're about to turn the lineup back over to the top.
See what he comes with here. Fastball taken the other way into right field for a base hit. Walsh is going to stop at second. And the Skeeters first and second, 1 away for their leadoff man, Derek Norris.
But Jansanti just tomahawked that thing, went up. It was a fastball up around, I'd say, shoulder level at the very least. It's an off-speed pitch, and again, he just kind of banged it. to right field. So once again, John Brownell's got some work to do, and Kevin Baez coming to the mound.
Hey, when I interviewed John on Monday, David, I said, have you ever been tempted to take yourself out of a game since you're the pitching coach? He said, no, I haven't done that. But he said, I do have a new understanding of what it's like when you have to go out there and tell someone they're coming out of the game. So Kevin Baez usually makes the pitching changes. His pitching coach is the guy who's the starting pitcher tonight. And just a quick word between the longtime Ducks. Get the infield in on it as well in the biggest moment of our game. 3-3, top of the 7th. Brownell got that soft liner off the bat of Courtney Hawkins. Got out in front of Walsh 0-2 before walking him. Got out in front of Jansanti 0-2, only to have him take the fastball the other way.
And he's going to be careful with Norris here, but can't be too cute with 2 runners on, only 1 out, and Norris did slap a double down the left field line to score the first run way back in the 3rd.
And that's his only hit of the series. He is 1 for 11. First pitch in the air to center field. Playable for Fields, drifting to his right. Now he lost it, and he just did find it on the shoe tops at the last second. Tagging and going to third is Colin Walsh.
Wow.
So, David, we have seen it both ways tonight. This sky has caused havoc for the outfielders.
Now for both sides.
Yep.
And what a great play in center by Daniel Fields. Saw it at the last moment and made that shoe top catch.
Oh, boy, that drops in. There's no doubt that Walsh scores. And the Skeeters are back on top. So Walsh moved up a base. Ducks, I think, are going to appeal here that he left early. So let's see. I think that's what John Brownell just told Emilio Bonifacio.
So he'll step off and he will throw to second.
I believe so. They're going to wait for the batter to get in here. Let's see if that's what he told him, or perhaps he saw that he tagged up legally. One way or the other. Well, I guess he's going to say, I saw him, he was okay. So Bonifacio, I think, wanted something. And here, a base hit in the center field for Rondon. Scoring from third is Walsh. The throw to third not in time. Alvaro Rondon has put the Skeeters back on top 4-3.
That is the 3rd 2-out hit by the Sugar Land Skeeters to score a run. Clutch hitting tonight. Brownell in 3 different situations tonight, coming within 1 out of getting out of a jam. But the Skeeters come through again.
Give it to me, David. I need to hear it.
They stung us again.
Yes, they have. Another single run. That's all we've had on the board all game. No crooked numbers at all. Single runs in 4 innings for Sugar Land. Single runs in 3 innings for Long Island. Here's Matt Chavez. He's had a big night. The runner goes, and it's grounded foul down the left field line as Rondon was off. Chavez tonight 2 for 3, double homer. 2 runs scored, 1 driven in. So Rondon, we mentioned, with the 3 stolen bases last night, was off immediately. And what's Ramon Cabrera going to do if he takes off again with the threat of Jansanti at third coming home if he throws down?
The 4th lead of the game for the Skeeters. Each time previously, the Ducks have come back with their own single run to tie. What a game.
Yeah, Long Island has never led at any point in the contest. Brownell holds the set. The 0-1 with Rondon going is up high, and Cabrera faked the throw to third. But Rondon has his 4th stolen base in 2 nights and now 12 on the year.
I think Ducks catcher Cabrera did the best he could there just to fake a throw, not throw through.
So base hit could make it a 3-run lead. And again, Chavez a pair of extra base hits already in the game. Takes a strike. It's 1-2. It is 3rd homer of the year to right back in the 6th inning. And had that double to center, and he scored back in the 4th. So Chavez, the 6th leading hitter in the league, coming in at .335. 2 hits last night, 2 more tonight. Last night single double, tonight double homer. 1-2, waited on it and golfs it foul, third base side. Still a ball and 2 strikes on the 3-hitter tonight for Inky, Pete Incaviglia.
Well, Chavez could be, possibly, the last batter Brownell faces, the switch-hitting Albert Cordero waiting on deck, so we'll see.
And Brownie's at 99 pitches, David. How about that? So this will be pitch number 100, and I agree with you. I think if he gets him or he doesn't, his night's done. Here it's bounced to short. Bonifacio has to wait on it. Little double clutch, but plenty of time to get it across. and the side retired. But the Skeeters do add a run on 2 hits. There was a walk and 2 men left. Time to stretch. Middle of the 7th inning. Sugarland up on top of Long Island 4-3. Here's our PA announcer, Bob the Bullet Otone.
Right behind home plate, that is section 100. On this Wednesday evening, a busy night here at Bethpage Ballpark, the Long Island Ducks are proud to present the Nokomis Elementary School from Holbrook. They will lead us now with singing "Oh God Bless America."
Great job as always by the youngsters. They send us to the 7th inning stretch with Sugarland leading Long Island 4-3.
Hey fans, this is outfielder Daniel Fields, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Baseball fans, the Long Island Ducks mobile app has officially arrived. Powered by Clear Vision Apps, it's your one-stop shop for all things Ducks baseball. Buy tickets straight from your mobile device. Receive game status updates with push notifications. Check out up-to-the-minute news and scores and interact with the Ducks on social media. Best of all, it's free. Download the Ducks mobile app today by visiting the App Store on your Apple-powered device or Google Play on your Android-powered device. The Long Island Ducks mobile app, with you wherever you flock to.
Back at Bethpage Ballpark, David Weiss, Chris King. We have our first pitching change of the game. Starter Connor Wade for the Sugarland Skeeters has been removed by manager Pete Incaviglia. Go to the bottom of the 7th, and it's going to be the 6'5" left-hander from McMinnville, Oregon, Craig Sitton, as the Sugarland Skeeters at the moment are sitting pretty with a 4-3 lead going to the bottom of the 7th. Now Sitton this season making his 21st appearance here tonight, all in relief, 22 1/3 innings pitched, 32 hits given up, 14 earned runs. He struck out 22, walked 6, overall record of 1-0, and an ERA north of 5.5 at 5.64. Craig Sitton was not one of the 4 relievers who pitched a 4 perfect innings, 1 inning each last night in the Skeeters 7-2 win. But Craig Sitton relieving Connor Wade, trying to protect a 1-run lead for Sugarland.
And Sitton did pitch Monday night here in the Ducks' 5-0 win. 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. So Anthony Vega, the first to see him here as the big lefty gets ready to work with his team ahead 4-3. 4-3 Skeeters as we go to the home 7th. And Vega, who's had a 2-for-2 night with a single up the middle and a bunt single and a run scored, takes strike 1. Terrific game for Anthony. As we mentioned, just 5 for 32 in 14 games this season for the Flock, and only 3 hits in his last 13 games coming in. He could match that number with a base hit here. He showed bunt and took it down and away, 1 ball and 1 strike. So, David, we have the final line on Connor Wade, the righty starter. 6 innings of work, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, and, of course, the home run to Taylor Ard. Vega pokes it the other way, fouled on the left field line for strike 2. Wade threw 93 pitches, 60 strikes, and 33 balls.
Did his job and leaves with the lead.
So again, the Skeeters are trying to go to 6-0 in his 6 starts this year. Vega down in the count, 1-2. Sitting the long stare home. And now the set away from the belt. And a little tapper toward first here. Chavez fields, steps on the sack, and there's one gone.
Ducks trailing by just 1, so everybody who comes to the plate represents the tying run. And Jordani Valdespin, who has been so hot for so long as a Long Island Duck. He's technically 0 for 2 with a walk here tonight, but he seems overdue.
He does, absolutely, although he did extend his on-base streak to 15 games tonight with that walk in the opening inning, the longest of any player this year, and he did see Sitton on Monday night. Sitton got him to pop out to second when he faced him in the 4th inning. So lefty-lefty, and there's strike 1 to Jordani Valdespin. Valdespin came in leading the league in runs, in hits, in total bases, and triples, tied for the league lead in extra base hits. So hasn't added a hit tonight, but looking to get aboard here with the Ducks down 1 and uses speed. Sitton dangles that left arm, then comes set. His 0-1 is strike 2. So Sitton not messing around, and Valdi in a big hole. Emilio Bonifacio waits on deck. He had a big RBI double his last time through. So Ducks right where they want to be here in the lineup, right at the top, trailing by a run in the 7th. 0-2, way up high for ball 1. Valdespin only 1 hit in the series, though. That was last night, a single. Scored a run, stole a base, and drew the only walk last night issued by Skeeters pitching. He's drawn the only walk tonight from the Sugarland staff. Steps out here as time called. Sitton took too long. So I mentioned last night, 4 Sugarland relievers closed out the game. The Ducks did not have a single hit against any of them.
Yep. Each reliever pitching 1 inning and a perfect inning, each one.
1-2 pitch is low and away. And boy, David, we talk about the travel from Sugarland, Texas. Monday night, Skeeters traveled all day, lost 5-0, had 4 hits, all singles. Last night, they come in rested, 15 hits, including 2 homers and a double.
Yeah.
You think there's a little difference between day 1 and day 2 for them on the road?
Able to shake off that jet lag.
They're usually getting up 3 o'clock in the morning to make an early flight to make sure you get here wherever they're heading. 2-2 is taken foul down the left field line, and the count holds on Valdespin. And again, they are the best home team in the Atlantic League at 21-8, and they will host Lancaster for 7 straight games starting Monday night. Monday through Sunday, 7 games between the best 2 teams in the league. Barnstormers right now the top spot in the Freedom Division. Skeeters just 2 games back.
It's not a best of 7. It's 7.
It's 7
full games.
That's right, guaranteed. 2-2 here, swing and a miss. He struck him out. So 2 gone, and it'll bring up Emilio Bonifacio.
4th strikeout overall for Sugarland pitching. 1st, obviously, for Greg Sitton.
Look on the shortstop, number 5, Emilio Bonifacio. Number 5.
Bonifacio faced Sitton on Monday night, and he led off the 5th inning by singling to right against him. So he went the other way, and that's where his double went tonight as well. So let's see what he can do as he turns around here to bat right-handed for the first time tonight. And he stepped out and took the pitch. It's ball 1. Bonifacio grounded into a double play in the 1st, flew to center in the 4th, and then the double to right in the 5th. That brought home Vega.
Fans not reacting too much yet, but it is drizzling here at the ballpark.
Oh, you're right, David. Yeah, look up into the lights, and we do see a very light drizzle, not supposed to get heavy until later. But then the entire overnight apparently is soaker, right?
That's what we've heard, but that's several hours away. And as we said, I don't see any umbrellas popping up, nobody putting on jackets at the moment. Just a little more than a mist, but it's not adding up yet.
So we should be fine getting through these last 3 or more, perhaps, innings. The 2-0. Thought about it, laid off it. It's a called strike. 2-1 now on the Ducks 2-man and shortstop.
And the sun has gone down completely now. I would think that it might be a little easier now for the outfielders to pick up the fly balls. That has been an adventure tonight for both teams.
Yeah, that's a good point. Almost every fly ball has been a case of the outfielders trying to make sure they see it. 2-1 swing and a miss. He chased one off the dish and sitting with an opportunity to sit down the Ducks in order.
Nice. Nice. I give you 8 out of 10 on that.
Yeah, not as good as yours. I was thinking of yours and I didn't get it out in time.
They're sitting pretty.
Yeah. Well, Bonifacio trying to prevent that, though, as the Ducks down a run. 4-3 in the rubber game here. Third rubber game of the year between the two teams. Skeeters have won the first two. 2-2. Again, he chased one down in the dirt. He's tagged by Norris. And 1-2-3 go the Ducks. We head to the 8th on Long Island. Sugarland still in front. 4-3 our score.
Hey fans, this is infielder David Washington, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
We asked people across Long Island, what does energy efficiency mean to you?
Energy efficiency? It means finding ways to save a few dollars on my electric bill each month.
PSEG Long Island is introducing smart technologies that let you control just how much energy you use.
To me, it really is important to keep Long Island green so future generations can enjoy our island's beauty.
And we're partnering on renewable sources that will keep Long Island sustainable for generations. Discover all of our energy efficiency programs at psegLiny.com/efficiency.
Take your group out to the ball game this season and enjoy all the fun of Ducks baseball at discounted prices with the picnic area, luxury suites, the Smokin' Owl's party deck, and so much more. Bringing your group to the game will be an unforgettable experience. The Ducks even offer opportunities to sing the national anthem, serve as the Ridgewood Savings Bank color guard, be the Nickalock Dream Team, put on a pregame performance, or shag fly balls during Ducks batting practice. To book your outing today, call 631-940-3825 and ask for the group sales department. Long Island Ducks Baseball. Good times every time.
Well, we go to inning number 8. The Skeeters with a 4-3 lead over the Flock, and Kevin Baez goes to his bullpen tonight, brings in the 33-year-old left-hander from Tucson, Arizona. He was born in the Dominican Republic, came to the Ducks in the dispersal draft from the Bridgeport Bluefish back in November of 2017. It is Wander Perez in for Long Island. John Brownell's official final line tonight. He went 7 innings. He allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Gave up a home run through a wild pitch, exactly 100 pitches for Brownie, 67 of them strikes and 33 of them balls. So the line on Wander Perez, or his line for the year, 20 games, all in relief, 2-1 record, 2.46 ERA. In 18 1/3 innings, he's allowed 21 hits, he's walked 5, struck out 19. Opponents batting .288 against Perez, who makes his first appearance of this series. In the broadcast booth, we turn it over to our closer, David Weiss. Take us home.
Thank you, Kinger. Albert Cordero, third baseman for the Skeeters, will be first up. He's 1 for 3 tonight. Bounced out twice to Valdespine at second, and a single to left. Back in the 6th, a single that followed Matt Chavez's home run the opposite way to right. One of 4 single runs scored tonight in 4 separate frames for Sugarland. They have a 1-run lead. It's 4-3. Top of inning number 8. Wander Perez with that sidewinder delivery. First pitch fouled out of play. Just barely into the right field seats down the line. So it's no balls and a strike to Cordero, who'll be followed by the DH, Dennis Phipps, and then the right fielder, Kyle Kubica. For Sugarland, looking for insurance here. Leading by just 1 in what has been a terrific game. Brownell with another gutty performance, but leaving on the short end of a 4-3 score. Next pitch, fouled, just to our right. I didn't flinch. You got to give me credit.
You know what? We got the Hofstra broadcasters tonight to our right. That might have bounced off the window in their booth.
It has to be kind of a looping liner going backwards to elude the netting behind home plate and still hit one of our windows or climb in here with us in the booth.
We got to go over the net and under the overhang. A tough shot.
0-2 the count. Next pitch. And it's an off-speed pitch that misses the outside corner. 1-2 to Cordero.
Well, David, I know Perez doesn't want to wander too far off track. Right?
Very nice. Chris is hot tonight.
I had to come back at you after that sitting. You were sitting pretty.
There you go. 1-2 pitch, a looper, right field. Anthony Vega, though, coming in strong, makes a sliding catch. Nice play by Vega, 1 down.
Yeah, he kind of started in, pulled up, then realized he had to come in a hurry, but made it look easy. Did Vega, who's been strong tonight defensively, for a big first down.
So that'll bring up Dennis Phipps, the designated hitter tonight. He is 0 for 3. He's popped out, flied out, and was one of 4 strikeouts from John Brownell. His first strikeout came back in the second inning. The man on deck, strikeout number 700 for John, as a Long Island Duck. Milestone achieved tonight. First pitch, a check swing. Did he go around? He did not. 1 ball, no strikes to Phipps.
Well, David, we got some big news out of Las Vegas, expected, but still great to hear it. Matt Barzal of the New York Islanders wins the Calder Trophy as the NHL's Rookie of the Year.
Well deserved. 1-0 pitch inside. 2 balls and no strikes. The play-by-play voice of the New York Islanders, Chris King, didn't even have a chance to ask you about the Caps. You and I are not big Washington Capitol fans. I was very upset. Everybody rooting for the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Next pitch, a foul behind home plate, 2-1.
Yeah, I give them credit, though, David. Again, they had a battle in every series. In fact, they trailed in every single series, but did an unbelievable job of getting through Columbus, then their personal kryptonite Pittsburgh, the highest scoring team in Tampa, and then the Cinderella story in Vegas. So they earned their first cup. Took them 44 years to get it. They earned it.
They earned it, but I don't like it. 2-1 pitch hit down the right field line. Anthony Vega is running hard. He's not going to catch up to it, and that is a fair ball. Streaking to second base is Phipps. The throw beat him, but eludes all of the Ducks, ends up in left field, and going on to third base is Dennis Phipps. That will probably be a double plus an error, possibly on the throw. But you had 3 Long Island Ducks in the infield, none of whom could come up with that short hop bouncer. That's an error charge to the throw, and that's Anthony Vega. So a double plus an E9, and with 1 out, Phipps 90 feet away at third.
So again, for the Islanders, David, their first Calder Trophy winner since Brian Berard in 1997.
Wow.
And their first forward to win the Calder Trophy since Mike Bossy 40 years ago in 1978. How about that?
Well, what a great season numerically in terms of the numbers he put up and otherwise for Barzal. Always a threat on the ice. And first pitch in there for a strike inside corner from Wander Perez to Kyle Kubica. Kubica struck out twice, sandwiched around, an RBI single in the 4th. He's also stolen a base tonight. Lefty-lefty matchup here. 0-1 pitch on the way. There's a ground ball foul right side. So very quickly, Perez out in front of Kubica. 0-2.
So Matt Barzal, the 5th Islander to ever win the Calder Trophy. Some pretty good company. How does this sound, David? Dennis Potvin, Brian Trottier, Mike Bossy, and Brian Berard. 3 of the 4 are in the Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Didn't work out for Brian Berard. Obviously had eye issues that derailed his career. But what an unbelievable season for Barzal. 85 points, led all rookies by 20 points, and a runaway winner of the Calder tonight in Vegas.
And the fact that Captain John Tavares was playing with Barzal, hopefully Barzal could be one of those factors that lead Tavares to stay.
Absolutely, boy. That's a great 1-2 punch down the middle right now for the Islanders. Tavares, of course, the number 1 center, and Barzal, number 2, had that great chemistry right off the bat with Jordan Eberle and Anthony Beauvillier, the other kid on the left side of that kid line.
Well, with a new man in charge, Lou Lamoriello, maybe a new dawn for the Islanders. Next pitch, well outside. The count now even at 2-2. To Kubica, it is 1 out, 1 on at third. That's Dennis Phipps. And the count, as we said, 2-2. 1-run lead for Sugarland. They're looking for more here. Trying to pad that thin lead. Wander Perez comes set, the 2-2, just outside. Perez, of course, pitching sidearm, first base side of the rubber, steps that way, so the ball to a left-hander seems to be coming in diagonally.
Yep.
And just missed the outside corner, so at the plate, Kubica has a full count with 1 on, and again, Dennis Phipps at third. Perez coming set, payoff to Kubica, swing and a miss. That one landing outside the strike zone, but a fastball from Wander Perez and a big strikeout of Kubica, 2 down.
Well, David Batterzoll was talking about picking up the release point. The release point on Wander Perez is somewhere over near first base. That's where it is.
I think it's somewhere near Lindenhurst. way out to the west. Hard to pick that up. Courtney Hawkins, left fielder, now in. But again, Sugar Land 3 times tonight has had a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yep.
So another situation just like that with Hawkins at the plate. He's 1 for 3. First pitch downstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. Hawkins with a single, infield single back in the third, leading off, and would eventually come around to scores. He also struck out and lined out. Soft liner to Valdespine at second. Perez looking in. 2 out. Man on third. Pitch. Ground ball. Left side. Snared by Taylor Ard. Throw across. In time. What a play by Ard. Great stretch by Washington at first. A web jab to save a run. In the inning for the Sugar Land Skeeters. No runs, a hit. They leave a man at third. Great play all the way around to finish off the Skeeters. In the 8th, we go to the bottom of the 8th. Ducks trailing the Skeeters 4-3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Shahid Jurgens, and you are listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Hey, Ducks fans, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks is the Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island. It's centrally located on the north shore of Long Island and offers a home away from home for both business and leisure guests. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island features an indoor pool, 24-hour business center, a fitness center, and complimentary Wi-Fi in all guest rooms. Enjoy the contemporary American cuisine at the Fountain Grill restaurant or grab a quick bite to eat at Cafe Pronto. And best of all, it's only minutes away from Bethpage Ballpark. The Radisson Hotel, Hauppauge, Long Island, the official hotel of the Long Island Ducks. Call 631-231-1100 today. That's 631-231-1100.
Bethpage Ballpark is a great place to watch a ball game, so why not do so from some of the best seats in the house? Long Island's hometown team is proud to present the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden. Open for all fans on nights when the Smokin' Owl's party deck has not been reserved, the Beer Garden will feature a variety of frosty drafts and bottled brews, as well as several food choices. The area has been decked out with bar rail seating and Ducks branded furniture to provide a comfortable atmosphere for everyone. Be sure to stop by and check out the Long Island Ducks Beer Garden on your next visit to the ballpark.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Sugar Land Skeeters bring in their third pitcher of the night. It is the left-hander Dan Runzler. So Runzler coming into work, the former big leaguer, made it to the big leagues with the San Francisco Giants and actually pitched 8 games with the Pittsburgh Pirates a year ago. So Runzler in, and the Ducks go back to work here, down a run, and they will lead it off with Travis Snyder. So Craig Sitton tossed a 1-2-3-7, 1 inning of work, no hits, no runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts, and gives way to fellow southpaw Runzler here in a big spot.
So Sitton is now sitting in the dugout. Sitting room only as we start the 8th inning for the Long Island Ducks. And I've run out of Sitton puns. Bottom inning 8. Lefty-lefty matchup with Travis Snyder at the plate. Runzler misses, 1 ball and no strikes. Snyder has struck out twice, sandwiched around, a single in the 4th. He's also scored a run tonight. So 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Sugar Land. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Long Island Ducks, who trail by a thin run here. Bottom inning number 8. Ducks have at least 6 more outs with which to work. And trying to get to work here against the third pitcher for the Sugar Land Skeeters, Dan Runzler. Snyder with that slightly open stance. Good fastball from Runzler. Hits the outside portion of the plate. 1-1. Ducks will have to come from behind. They want to put this one on the left side of the standings. 2 balls and a strike to Snyder. He'll be followed by Lou Ford. And then David Washington, 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. Ducks would love to do some damage right here. 2-1 pitch on the way to Snyder. A home run cut, deep right field. Kubica going back. He's at the track. He's looking up, reaches over. He cannot get it. It's off the wall. Is that one gone?
I think it bounced over, David.
It did. It's a ground rule double. Some confusion now as Snyder was walking toward third. I knew that hadn't left the park, but it is a grounds rule double as it bounced over the right center field wall. So Snyder leads off with a double, and he's in scoring position leading off the 8th.
I think everybody was a little confused, but I think they got the call right in the end.
Yep. Tough for us to see here.
Yeah.
But in this particular case, the outfielders were able to locate it. Jansanti in center, Kubica closer to it in right. Eluded both of them. And Lou Ford at the plate in another big spot. 1 ball and no strikes to Lou. He has singled, doubled, and popped out. That double drove in a run back in the 4th. Batting to the right side against the lefty, Dan Kunzler.
Runsler.
That's what I said? Runsler. Close enough. Count now 1-1 to Lou Ford. It's Runsler.
Yeah, Runsler, 1 inning of work last night. No hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He had a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, facing Lyons, Valdespine, and Bonifacio.
1-1 pitch on the way to Lou is inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, David, the reason you want to get it against Runsler is because the closer, Felipe Paulino, leads the league with 14 saves.
Right.
So you want to avoid him at all costs.
Well, you got a lefty-lefty matchup on deck in David Washington, but Ford here wants to do something as he fouls it out of play to the right side. Count now even at 2-2. Lou Ford, 2 hits tonight, both the opposite field to right. His single in the 2nd, and that RBI double down the right field line that Kubica had trouble handling. It has been an adventure for Kyle Kubica in right tonight. Lost a few in the sky. 2-2 pitch to Lou is a broken bat, bloop, and snared by shortstop Alvaro Rondon. Nice play by Rondon. That one seemed to unfold in slow motion, just kind of a broken bat looper. And Ford is retired. Close, but no cigar.
And just sawed his bat right in half. And good job by Travis Snyder down there at second, realizing that it wasn't going to drop in and that he had to hold up so they couldn't turn it into a double play.
David Washington now at the plate with all that home run power. And he'll go up against the lefty, Runsler. Washington is hit into a 4-6-3 double play, a single to right in the 4th, and line to first base in the 6th. 1 for 3. First pitch had the plate but low. It's 1-0 to Washington.
David, your man's on deck.
Taylor Ard, who has already gone yard once tonight. Coming set, Runsler. And the 1-0 to Washington. He wanted to pull the trigger, but held up, and it's inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Washington. There is a base open, but in a lefty-lefty matchup, you know Runsler wants to go right after David here. David Washington, the league leader in strikeouts, but of course, all that power. 2-0 pitch on the way, outside corner for a strike, 2-1.
What a huge crowd on hand tonight, 5,920, so just 82 shy of a sellout. And David, I think it's a lot of youngsters done with school.
Right.
I know both of my children, Maggie and Connor, wrapped up today. Maggie yesterday, Connor today. So let's go to the ballpark and celebrate with fireworks and Ducks baseball. The school year is over.
2-1 pitch to Washington. Had the plate again. Again, outside corner, 2-2.
Hey, look around. There's so many youngsters in the ballpark. It's great to see. Their summer vacation has begun.
It has. We're just a few hours now, less than 6 hours away. Or less than 12 hours away, I should say, from the first moment of summer solstice tomorrow morning after 6 a.m. 2-2 the count. Pitch to Washington outside. And the count runs full now, 3-2. Hits are even now at 9. Ducks trail by a run, bottom of the 8th. And what has been a dandy of a ball game tonight.
And 2 guys right here who were in the big leagues a year ago, Runsler and Washington. How about that?
Runsler coming set, and the payoff pitch to Washington is on the way. A swing and a miss. You can feel the breeze from that swing up here. So Washington with a home run cut, but swung through it. First strikeout for Runsler. 6th overall for Sugarland pitching, and now
they're going to kill you, David. They are intentionally walking Taylor Ard so that you can't make the call.
With the way Taylor is going, wouldn't you intentionally walk him?
Yeah, but they know you want to make the call.
Oh, it's dying to.
It is a bit risky. You are putting the go-ahead run aboard, right? But you're setting up the fours and saying you'd rather deal with Daniel Fields and a lefty-lefty than a red-hot Taylor Ard who hits right-handed.
Intentional or not, that's only the second walk issued by Sugarland pitching tonight. But now 2 aboard, as Chris said. You've got the tying and go-ahead run now aboard. There are 2 down, and Daniel Fields is at the plate.
That's smart baseball by Incaviglia.
Yep. And the first pitch to Fields in this lefty-lefty matchup is down low. 1 ball, no strike.
Again, Inky's watched Art go yard on Monday night and Art go yard tonight. He says, give me the lefty. I don't care if we put the go-ahead run aboard.
Fields has bounced out 3 times. Well, he's due and would love to come through here. 1-0 pitch on the way, and there's a ground ball right side, but foul. A yard or 2 wide of the first base bag. So now 1 ball and 1 strike. Just to give you a little preview, though, the next time Taylor Ard does hit one out, for me it will be to the moon, Taylor. Bang, zoom. Ard.
Oh, little honeymooners. You previewed that. There you go.
And that's what I'm dying to do the next time Taylor hits one out. But it won't be this time, at least not here in this inning, unless the Ducks somehow bat around. Fields the center fielder. Slightly open stance, coming set, Runsler. The 1-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That was a good rising fastball from Runsler, and it's 1-2 now. So the Ducks in danger of wasting a leadoff ground rule double from Travis Snyder. Still at second. Ard intentionally walked after a line out from Lou Ford and a strikeout from Washington. So 2 down, 2 on at the corners. Or at first and second, rather. And it's a swing and a miss. And Daniel Fields goes down, and what a job by Runsler. The leadoff double from Snyder goes to waste. No runs, 1 hit. There was a walk, 2 men left. So at the end of 8 complete here at Bethpage Ballpark, score remains the same. The Skeeters 4, Ducks 3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Dunning, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Going way back is Joe Holden. And he is looking up, and that one is headed to field 5 at Robert Moses. The waves are gnarly, and the Ducks have tied it at 1. That was another home run for the Ducks. And Duck fans, what's more fun than a home run that helps the Ducks win a game? How about a homer that helps the community win? Chappie's Funeral Home and the Long Island Ducks have once again teamed up for the Chappie's Home Run Challenge. If the Ducks hit 100 homers this season, Chappie's Funeral Home will donate $5,000 to the Quacker Jack Foundation. So every time a Ducks hitter goes deep this season, watch for the Chappie's Challenge home run count on the scoreboard. And if we reach 100, we're all a winner. Chappie's Funeral Home, where caring for others is a family tradition.
Can't get enough of the Long Island Ducks? Well, now you can get even more inside info on your favorite hometown team through Facebook and Twitter. The Ducks are constantly updating fans through social media with scores, transactions, ballpark promotions, and much more. You can even win great prizes. All you'll need to do is make a free account on Facebook and Twitter, and then visit us at facebook.com/LIDucks and twitter.com/LIDucks. Think you're Long Island's biggest Ducks fan? Get connected now.
Well, we go to inning number 9. The Ducks trail the Skeeters 4-3, and Wander Perez is done after 1 inning of work, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. He gives way to the 36-year-old right-hander from Caracas, Venezuela. You may have heard of him, Francisco Rodriguez, better known, of course, as K-Rod, a World Series champion with the Angels in 2002, 4th all-time in Major League history in saves with 437, and still holds the big league record with 62 saves in a single season back in 2008 with the Angels. This season with the Ducks, K-Rod, 14 games, all out of the pen, a 2-0 record, a 1.93 ERA. Does have 9 saves. In 14 innings, he's allowed 10 hits. He's walked 7, struck out 16. Opponents hitting a paltry 197 against Frankie Rodriguez.
I would think when he becomes eligible, he's going to get more than a few Hall of Fame votes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Take a look at those numbers. They stand out on the major league level. First pitch from K-Rod is downstairs. Once again, starts to drizzle again. It had stopped for a little while.
A little heavier now, David.
Yep, a little bit more than a missed.
Yep.
Cullen Walsh at the plate, second baseman for the Skeeters. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Second pitch from Francisco's downstairs. It's 2 balls and no strikes. It's Walsh, bottom of the order, Gensanti, and then back to the top of the order with Derek Norris facing K-Rod here in the top of the 9th. His job, just keep it at a 1-run deficit. 2-0 pitch on the way. Just missing the outside corner. Now 3-0 to Cullen Walsh. Not what Francisco wants. In danger of walking the leadoff man. Working quickly. K-Rod kicks and deals. Downstairs, 4-pitch, base on balls to Cullen Walsh. So he is aboard. That's only the second walk surrendered by Ducks pitching tonight. Just 1 walk from John Brownell. Wander Perez did not walk anybody in the 7th. But now Cullen Walsh is aboard. And the number 9 man, Anthony Gensanti. Center fielder is up, 1 for 3. Flied out, bounced out, singled in the 7th. Pitch from K-Rod. There's a bunt taken by Francisco. He makes the tag and quickly turned around to see if he had a play at second base. That tag made very quickly. Gensanti was only about a third of the way up the line before K-Rod ran over and made the tag. But a successful sacrifice for Gensanti. Walsh in scoring position with 1 down.
A smart play by K-Rod, realizing if he made the tag, he might have a chance to get Walsh at second base. So rather than throw the ball to first, get the quick tag and look down. But the bunt executed perfectly as Gensanti gives himself up. And the Skeeters with a potential insurance run now in scoring position with 1 away.
A big run for the Ducks to try to keep off the board. Derek Norris, just 1 hit in this series. It came in the 3rd inning. He's 1 for 3, but it was a big RBI double with 2 down in the 3rd inning that gave the Skeeters a 1-0 lead at the time. A whole lot of things have happened since, but it's still a 1-run lead for the Skeeters. The Ducks have never led. They've tied it 3 times, but now trailed by a run. It's 1 ball and no strikes. With Norris at the plate. And Cullen Walsh leading off second base. 1-0 pitch on the way. That is driven to center field. Daniel Fields is going back, still going back, running, makes the catch on the run at the warning track. Going back to tag is Walsh, and he will make it to third base. But there are now 2 down. What a catch by Daniel Fields.
It really was, David. I didn't think he was going to get there off the bat. And also terrific job of base running by Cullen Walsh, because he was halfway to third when he realized the ball was going to be caught. But because Fields was being taken away from home plate and towards the wall, he raced back to second, tagged the bag, and then took off for third and got in there easily.
Very true. Fields did not have any momentum with his throw back in, which was taken by the infield. And Norris with the fly ball to deep center. Walsh now at third. And the pitch to Alvaro Rondon, who has bounced out, flied out. A ground out. Nice play on a short hop by David Washington at first. And an RBI single in the 7th. And again it came with 2 down. So 1 for 4 with an RBI. Also a stolen base tonight. Rondon, 1-0 pitch. Kind of a uppercut swing, lifts it foul out of play left side. 1 ball and 1 strike to Rondon.
You go back to that Norris at bat, David. How about that matchup? Francisco Rodriguez, 948 games in the big leagues. Norris, 610. So you're talking about over 1,500 games of major league experience, and we get to watch him in our backyard. Just incredible.
Always a treat, especially to have K-Rod as part of the Long Island roster. Foul straight back. Rondon was right on a fastball from K-Rod, just missing it. And the count now 1-2 with 2 down. Runner at third, that's Cullen Walsh, representing a big insurance run for Sugarland. Skeeters lead at 4-3, top of the 9th. It has been a beauty tonight here at Bethpage Ballpark, and still fireworks to come. Possibility of more fireworks in the bottom of the 9th as the Ducks will try to erase this deficit. The only way they can win it tonight is waddle-off style. 1-2 the count to Rondon. Heading from the left side against K-Rod. The pitch on the way is looped towards short. Bonifacio with the easy grab. And the side retired. So the leadoff walk does not hurt. No runs, no hits. There was that walk and a runner for the Skeeters left stranded at third. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Can the Ducks make it a waddle-off? We'll find out. Ducks trailing the Skeeters 4-3.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Jake Fisher, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network. Go Ducks.
Oh, I love it. The color of my new Nicolot patio is so vibrant. It's unlike anything I've ever seen.
You're welcome. I'm just going to go finish that Nicolak walkway now.
Make your pavers vivid Nicolot pavers. The best looking, most vibrant pavers with the most 3-color blends in the industry. Featuring Nicolot's exclusive paver shield and color blending technology. With color throughout and guaranteed not to fade. Live life in color with Nicolot. Visit Nicolot.com.
Hey Ducks fans, stay up to date with Long Island's hometown team by visiting Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks. Quack of the Bat will bring Ducks fans beyond the headlines with in-depth feature articles, breaking news stories, game previews, and so much more. Interact with the team during the entire season through quotes directly from the players and coaches, as well as exclusive video clips and photos. Check out the blog today at quackofthebat.wordpress.com. Quack of the Bat, the official blog of the Long Island Ducks.
Well, bottom of the ninth, Ducks trail at 4-3, and the Skeeters do bring in the former big leaguer Felipe Paulino. Played in the major leagues with the Astros, the Rangers, or check that, the Astros, the Royals, and the White Sox. And we mentioned the numbers on Paulino. We start with the saves, 14 of them, which leads the league. In his 24 relief appearances, a 2-1 record, 0.77 is his ERA. In 23 1/3 innings, he's allowed only 11 base hits. He's walked 7, struck out 30. And check this out, David. Opponents are hitting 136 against Paulino.
Tough task.
Yep.
But we've had some waddle-offs here this season. And the Ducks can lead into the fireworks show post-game with some fireworks of their own right here. And they've got the numbers 8, 9, and 1 batters in the order to face Paulino. Ramon Cabrera, Anthony Vega, and Jordani Valdespin, barring any pinch hitters. It will be Cabrera up first against Paulino. It's a righty-righty matchup. Cabrera 0 for 3 tonight. He has bounced out, flied out, bounced out again. If anybody gets on, that would put Valdespin in a position to end it as he did on Cinco de Mayo. Something the fans would love to see, and so would the broadcasters up here in the booth. Pitch to Cabrera, right down Carlton Avenue for a strike, 0-1.
Paulino last night, David, a 1-2-3 ninth inning. He did face Cabrera, and he struck him out swinging.
That was his 1 strikeout last night. Again, 6 strikeouts, make that 7 strikeouts for Sugarland pitching tonight. Pitch to Cabrera, reaches out, pokes it down the left field line. It could be trouble. Racing over in the corner is Courtney Hawkins. And that is a fair ball and caught. What a catch by Hawkins in the left field corner. It was hard for us to see it.
Yep.
So deep in that corner, but on the run, robbing at least a double from Ramon Cabrera.
He had actually played him to go that way too, David. That's the amazing thing. If he doesn't, if he's playing him to pull instead of go the other way, there's no chance he gets to that ball. But what a defensive gem by Hawkins in left along the line for the first out.
So it brings up Anthony Vega, who has had a very good night. Came in struggling. Vega playing in his 15th game as a Duck. Joining the Ducks in progress here in the first half. He is 2 for 3 with a run scored. One of those 2 hits, a bunt single, beautifully pushed up the first base line. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. He's also bounced out. So again, Vega 2 for 3 with the ever dangerous Jordani Valdespin waiting on deck. No matter what happens, Valdespin will be at the very least tying run at the plate. But Vega would love to get on some way, somehow. 0-1 pitch on the way to Vega. Big home run cut. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, the third baseman, Albert Cordero, was way in on the grass, protecting against that bunt. But now with 2 strikes, he'll back up even with the bag.
So climbing back in is Vega. Paulino coming set. Takes a long look. The 0-2, just a little high and away. And the count now 1-2 to Anthony Vega. Ducks trail by 1, bottom of the ninth. 1 out, nobody on. Rubber game of this 3-game series. Ducks took the opener 5-0, lost last night 7-2, and this one going down to the wire. 1-2 pitch on the way. Call strike 3. Outside portion of the plate. Vega pulled out on strikes. 2 down.
Well, David Polino has been so hot of late. His last 10 outings, 18 strikeouts, 2 walks, and only 5 base hits. So he is an out away from his 15th save of the year. He set a career high in saves last year with Sugar Land, 16.
Well, the 2 best hitters for the Long Island Ducks at the top of the order. Here's Valdespin. You want to be careful with him, fine, but be careful what you wish for with Bonifacio on deck. Valdespin has struck out twice, reached on an error, and walked. So he's 0 for 3 and due. Batting for the left side, the pitch from Polino skips away from catcher Derek Norris. It's 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, David, the Ducks with 4 waddle-off wins on the year. You mentioned Valdespin's homer on Cinco de Mayo. That was the first one. Valdespin scored the winning run in the last one here, June 13th, against Southern Maryland.
Valdespin with the power, obviously, to tie it up, but he would just like to get out. 1-0 the count. Polino's pitch on the way, outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Polino does seem locked in here tonight, as he has been for so much of this season.
The same way he looked last night.
Polino looking in, gets the sign from Derek Norris. Comes set, the 1-1 to Giordani. Check swing, it's down low, 2-1. Ducks have never led in this game. Trail 1-0, then tied it up. Trail 2-1, tied it up. Trail 3-2, tied it up. But then fell behind 4-3. With a run on the top of the 7th for Sugar Land. And looking to tie or waddle off here in the bottom of the ninth. There's 2 out, nobody on. Valdespin at the plate, one of the league's best hitters. 2-1 pitch on the way. Big home run, cut and a miss, and it's 2-2.
I think that's the most impressive part of the pitching tonight, David, that neither team has scored more than a single run in any inning. So no crooked numbers at all on that scoreboard through 9 innings.
Well, the Ducks are down to their final strike. You want a little drama on a fireworks night? You got it. As the light rain and mist continues to fall, Valdespin at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the ninth. Ducks trail 4-3. Pitch on the way to Giordani. Outside corner, just missed. Wow, third baseman Albert Cordero took a couple of steps in, sort of the outfield. Everybody on the Skeeters side of things thought that was the final pitch of the game, but not to be. Home plate umpire Freddie De Jesus said just a little wide. So the count now full. 3-2 with 2 down, nobody on. Ducks trailing by a run, bottom of the ninth. Valdespin at the plate. Coming set, Polino. The 3-2, a check swing. Did he go? No. And that's a walk for Valdespin. He held up. The ball popped in and out of the mid of Derek Norris. It was down low. So Valdespin, the tying runners aboard. Emilio Bonifacio coming up.
How about that, David? The entire game comes down to an appeal at Tom Gandolfo, the umpire at third. If he says he went around, the game's over. He gave us the safe sign. And Valdespin, by the slimmest margin, keeps the game alive. The tying run aboard for the Flock.
So Emilio Bonifacio, the shortstop for the Long Island Ducks tonight. The switch hitter batting from the left against the righty closer for Sugar Land, Felipe Polino. Valdespin takes off. Throw down to second base is not in time. Giordani Valdespin with his 12th stolen base of the season. He is in scoring position with 2 down.
I'll talk about a big chance, David, but 2 things. He got a huge jump and he got a curveball. So again, he got the monster jump. He was running on the breaking stuff, and by the time Norris could let it go, Valdespin was in there. So the game was on the line. If he's thrown out, we're done. Instead, a base hit could tie it up.
Bonifacio's 1 for 4. That one was a double in the right center field power alley, a double in the 5th. That knocked in a run. Bonifacio From the left side against the righty Polino. 1 ball, no strikes. Shortstop Rondon came in behind Valdespin, but there was no throw. Instead, the pitch is fouled off by Bonifacio, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down. Valdespin, who walked, stole second. The Ducks have made this interesting and then some, in what has been a fascinating affair at Bethpage Ballpark. Polino coming set. Bonifacio at the plate. Polino in deliberate fashion finally comes to the plate. The 1-1 well inside. Good grab by Norris, who looked crossed up on that pitch. It's 2-1.
Hey, he kind of stabbed it on the backhand. If that goes through.
Yeah, he was setting up outside, and that ball came inside.
Valdespin's at third, but Valdespin, unbelievable job this inning already. The discipline to hold up on the 3-2, and then the huge running start on the steal of second.
2 balls, 1 strike to Emilio Bonifacio at the plate. 2 down. Jordani Valdespin, the tying run at second base. 4-3, Skeeters lead. 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Boy, took a little off that one, and Bonifacio out in front. Once again, the Ducks are down to their final stride.
Yeah, that was a little surprising, David. Bonifacio, the only thing he hasn't done all year is hit a home run. So he knows a base hit ties the game, but that was just an all-or-nothing swing. He was going for the fences, not just trying to connect and put it in play. That's what he needs to do.
Which is certainly the mindset here with 2 strikes. 2-2 with 2 down, 1 on. Ducks trail by 1, bottom of the 9th. Could come down to this pitch. Coming set Polino. Pitch to Bonifacio is on the way. Foul back to the screen. That was a curve.
Yep.
Off speed. Bonifacio did well to get a piece.
Yeah, same pitch he threw on the first pitch, the one Valdespin stole on, the backdoor breaking ball. And give Bonifacio credit. He just waited on it, but was underneath it.
Infield playing Bonifacio straight away, shading him a bit toward left in the outfield, especially for center fielder Anthony Ginsante. Polino looks in again. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down, and Valdespin at second, the tying run. Pitch to Bonifacio on the way, and again he ruins it. Pitch that might have been outside, couldn't take the chance, slaps it foul to the left side. He's still alive.
Unbelievable battle as the Ducks have twice been now down to their final strike. Valdespin kept it alive. Bonifacio trying to do the same, and they've been such a great combination at the top of the order since Bonifacio arrived in May.
There's big crowd on hand at the edges of their seats. As this one comes down to yet one more pitch. Ducks trailing by 1. Valdespin the tying run at second. Bonifacio at the plate, a 2-2 count with 2 down. Polino coming set. Pitch on the way. Again it's ruined and fouled back to the screen. How much more can we take?
Just an unbelievable battle between Emilio Bonifacio and Felipe Paulino. Former big leaguer against former big leaguer. Neither one giving in.
So Bonifacio has hit the ball hard tonight 3 times, and again 1 for 4 tonight. An RBI double in the 5th. Coming set, Polino looks at Valdespin at second, the tying run. The 2-2 is on the way, well inside, and the count is full at 3-2 as it gets even more interesting.
So fitting, right? The whole Valdespin battle comes down to a 3-2, and now the same for Bonifacio.
That one nearly hit Emilio. You had to jump out of the way. Travis Snyder on deck. He's got a couple of hits tonight, single and a double. Right now it's all up to Emilio. How selective can he be? The count is full. Coming set, Polino. Checks Valdespin at second. Payoff pitch on the way. Inside, low. Another walk. Back-to-back walks for the closer, Polino. 2 men aboard for Travis Snyder.
Now, we gave you that number about Paulino. In his last 10 outings, David, 2 walks. Tonight, 1 inning, 2 walks already. And now the go-ahead run is aboard as well as the tying run.
Brief meeting at the mound. Derek Norris, catcher, with Felipe Paulino the closer.
Well, David, you talked about Snyder, feast or famine tonight. Pair of hits, pair of strikeouts.
Single and a run scored in the 4th. A ground rule double that hopped over the right center field fence in the 8th. Here he is with 2 on, 2 out. Ducks trailing by 1, bottom of the 9th. Everyone's heart racing just a little faster. Coming set, Polino. Pitch to Snyder. Hits the outside corner, off-speed pitch, and a good one, 0-1.
Yeah, Travis does not like that. Disagrees with home plate umpire Freddie DeJesus. Thought it was just a little wide.
But to DeJesus' credit, he's been calling that a strike all night long. 0-1 the count to Snyder. Home run power, he's got a half dozen this season. Just looking for a base hit to tie. The 0-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Another off-speed pitch, and again, might have been off the plate, and now it's 0-2. And again, the Ducks are down to their final strike.
Yep. Baldespin down to his last strike, walked. Bonifacio down to his last strike, walked. But for Snyder, it's an 0-2 hole, so he's got a long way to a walk. I think he's got to be hacking if it's close.
Remember, the natural, Roy Hobbs. He swung badly at 2 pitches and then hit it out.
Yep.
Coming set, Polino. 0-2 with 2 on, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th. Pitch to Snyder. Call strike 3 outside corner. Snyder doesn't believe it. Neither do the Ducks. But this game is over. A called strikeout of Travis Snyder to end it. And the Skeeters win 2 out of 3 from the Ducks on this final game of the Ducks' 9-game homestand. The Skeeters once again sting the Ducks and win it 4-3.
Well, again, a valiant effort by the Ducks, David. You talk about all the comebacks. They tie the game at 2. They tie the game at 3. Just couldn't get it even at 4 despite some terrific at-bats in the 9th from Baldespin and Bonifacio. 3rd straight rubber game between the two teams. 3rd straight rubber game won by Sugarland as they take 2 of 3. And the Ducks certainly come up disappointing in the 9-game homestand as they finish at 4-5.
Again, the final score, Sugarland 4, the Ducks 3, and what was a wonderful game. The Ducks do go down to defeat, but gave the fans, as always, their money's worth, and there's more to come with fireworks post-game. Maybe not as happy as it would have been had the Ducks pulled out a W, but a good one here at Bethpage Ballpark. We'll take a break, come back with a player of the game, a recap, and more from Bethpage Ballpark.
Hey fans, this is pitcher Asher Tolliver, and you're listening to Ducks Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
The Atlantic League's biggest stars are coming to Long Island this summer. Join us on Wednesday, July 11th for the 2018 Atlantic League All-Star Game presented by Good Samaritan Hospital Medical Center. See the top players from the Liberty and Freedom divisions take the field for the Midsummer Classic and the Dig Me Home Run Derby. Following the game, all fans in attendance will enjoy the largest fireworks spectacular on Long Island. Get your tickets for the 2018 All-Star Game today by visiting the box office, calling 631-940-TIXX, or going online to liducks.com.
This season, build new memories.
Beautiful evening for baseball.
This season, witness the action.
He reaches up, it's gone!
This season, celebrate an all-star summer.
The Ducks have won it 7-1.
Gather your friends and family for an entertainment experience like no other. The Ducks 2018 schedule is full of new promotions, and with free parking and tickets starting at just $12, there's no better value on Long Island. Get tickets to an all-star summer at liducks.com.
Chris King and David Weiss back at Bethpage Ballpark on Heart Health Night, the Sugarland Skeeters. And the Ducks put the hearts racing of all the fans in the ballpark, a near sellout crowd, but Sugarland comes out on top, 4-3 the final. Everyone now enjoying the fireworks spectacular that occurs beyond the center field walls. And during our broadcast time out there, David and I got together, and we decided to select Matt Chavez as our player of the game tonight for Sugarland. All he did was go 2 for 4, double home run, scored twice, and drove in a run in the 1-run victory. So congratulations to Chavez and the Skeeters, who take 2 of 3 from Long Island. We'll take one more break, and when we come back, a quick quick recap of how it went down tonight. We'll preview the road ahead for both teams, run you through the out-of-town scoreboard, and wrap this one up. Again, Sugar Land has won it here tonight on Long Island. 4-3 your final.
Hey, fans, this is Jordani Valdespin, second baseman, and you're listening to Duck Baseball on the Long Island Ducks Broadcast Network.
Sayville Ford, Long Island's Ford giant, has been family-owned and operated for over 60 years. Stop by today to check out their giant selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at their state-of-the-art showroom featuring enclosed service drives and a luxurious customer lounge. Get giant savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles in stock. Sayville Ford, the no-fees dealer. Visit online at SayvilleFord.com or download the Sayville Ford app today to learn more. Call 855-917-8737 today.
Have your birthday at the ballpark this season and celebrate with the flock. Kona Ice birthday party packages with the Long Island Ducks are now available. Each package includes 10 box seats, a commemorative birthday t-shirt, and autographed baseball. Refreshments including hot dogs, chips, cupcakes, frozen ice treats, and so much more. Best of all, the birthday child will stand on the dugout while the entire crowd sings happy birthday. Reserve your party today by calling the group sales department at 631-940-3825. Kona Ice birthday parties with the Long Island Ducks, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Chris King and David Weiss back one final time to Bethpage Ballpark, where tonight the Sugar Land Skeeters defeated the Long Island Ducks by the final score of 4-3. Time now for the recap of tonight's game. Skeeters broke on top first, getting an RBI double from Derek Norris in the top of the third to make it a 1-0 game. They made it a 2-0 game in the fourth on an RBI single by Kyle Kubica. But the Ducks got going in the home fourth. An RBI double by Lou Ford made it 2-1, and then Long Island tied it on an RBI double by Emilio Bonifacio in the fifth. We had a 2-2 game after 5. Skeeters went back on top 3-2 in the sixth on a solo home run by Matt Chavez, his third of the year. Ducks tied it up in that same inning on a solo homer by Taylor Ard, his sixth of the year. So we were 3-3 after 6. Sugar Land scored what proved to be the game-winning run in the seventh on an RBI single by Alvaro Rondon, and the Ducks could not answer as the Skeeters held on for the one-run victory. Final numbers tonight for Sugar Land: 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7. For the Ducks, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They strand 9. The winner is Wade. He goes to 3-1. The loser, Brownell, he's 3-6. And Felipe Paulino picks up his league-leading 15th save of the year. The game played in 2 hours and 53 minutes before a near sellout crowd of 5,920 that are now all enjoying our fireworks spectacular. So with the victory, Sugar Land goes 31-19. They've won 2 straight and 6 of 7. With the loss, the Ducks fall to 26-23. They've dropped 3 straight and 4 of their last 7 games. Skeeters lead the season series against the Ducks 6-3, and Long Island finishes the season-longest 9-game homestand at 4 wins and 5 losses. We check the all-important out-of-town scoreboard starting at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Looks like the Patriots are going to take the rubber game there. They have an 8-1 lead over the Barnstormers as they play in the bottom of the ninth. So if that holds up, Somerset's still atop the Liberty Division. Ducks 3 games back with 14 games to go. Meanwhile, in the Freedom, the Barnstormers' lead has been trimmed to 1. They are still atop the division, but Sugar Land just 1 game back. And remember, the Skeeters host the Stormers in a 7-game series starting Monday night down in Texas. Elsewhere, the York Revolution sweep the 3-game set from the Road Warriors. 4-1 the final in York, PA. And the doubleheader tonight up in New Britain, Connecticut. Bees took the first game 5-2. Second game is a 1-1 tie in the top of the 5th in a contest scheduled for 7. Yankees at home tonight, trailing to the Mariners 5-2 as they play in the top of the 7th. Mets and Rockies tied at 4 out in Denver, bottom of the 3rd. And Islander rookie Matt Barzell becomes the 5th in franchise history tonight for New York to win the Calder Trophy as the league's best rookie. So, David, certainly a disappointing end to what was a terrific homestand. Ducks thrilled their fans in and out the entire 9 games, and they've got to just get ready for tomorrow night. Going to Lancaster. They're 3-3 against the Barnstormers. It's a 4-game set. But Somerset's now 3 ahead with only 14 games to go. And remember, the Patriots own the tiebreak because they beat the Ducks in the first half 6-3. So Long Island just has to get back on track on the road where they've played some of their best baseball of late. They went into York last week and took 3 of 4 from the Revolution.
Always seems to come down to the final game or two when it comes to the Ducks and the Somerset Patriots.
Yep.
More often than not, it seems as if the Ducks are trying to make up ground. Somerset gets out to an early lead,
Yep.
and the Ducks, are just doing their best to try to catch up. And in past seasons, more often than not, they have caught them. In this case, it will be tough, but overall, the Ducks are playing well. And we mentioned Matt Chavez, our player of the game tonight. But hey, honorable mention to John Brownell, pitching coach and ace of the Long Island Ducks. Strikeout number 700 for John Brownell as the Long Island Duck came in the top of the second inning against Kyle Kubica, and he went on to struck out a few more. But just one of the best pitchers in Ducks history, the best pitcher in terms of the statistics, and you look at everything he's meant to the Ducks on and off the field, his leadership. And we saw some of the best of Brownell tonight. It was not to be, but again, a workhorse up around 100 pitches tonight. Stayed in there, gave the Ducks a chance to win, as he always does.
And you pointed out, David, the first in league history to do it with one team.
Right.
Tim Kaine, the all-time strikeout leader, 737 Ks for the former Duck, who also played for the Bluefish, the Bears, and the River Sharks. So a little bit of history the fans saw here tonight with the greatest pitcher in Ducks history, John Brownell, reaching the 700 club. That certainly was a milestone back in the second inning, and a night no one will forget that ends with this incredible fireworks show that has just wrapped up over the outfield walls.
As you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, with a pregame show that features some of my wackiest calls in the first half, I believe we meet again, possibly in the All-Star game.
We do. You and I will work the All-Star game. I'm very excited about that.
Yep.
So
that's going to be terrific, and always a pleasure to work with the best. Chris King, the Kinger, and it's been a great night tonight. The fireworks have just concluded, and the nearly 6,000 on hand are now heading to the exits.
Well, we'll see you for All-Star Game, David, on 7/11, July 11th, and, of course, the Home Run Derby. Save your best calls for that, okay? I know you're working on it already, aren't you?
Oh, that's going to be great. And, of course, Ray Navarrete will be here.
He will.
Yes, Ray Digby will be here.
He is going to be co-hosting, I believe, on the field. So you got Ray on the field, David in the booth. That's the best 1-2 punch in the Atlantic League.
Going to be great to see Ray Boom Boom Navarrete, Babe Nabaruth, as I called him for so many years with the Long Island Ducks here. That's it, Chris.
Take us home, Gracie.
Once again, the final score from Bethpage Ballpark in Central Islip. The Sugarland Skeeters hold on to defeat the Long Island Ducks 4-3. We invite you to join our